Dexter will speak for the first time. I mean, what a moment.
Thankfully, he learned some oral skills prior to the honeymoon. Be a boring trip if they didn't speak to each other.
Actually, a pretty good point. Speaking of the honeymoon, we're going to hear all the conversations starting next week.
From now on, you can count me Lazarus. From now on, you can count me Lazarus. From now on, you can count me Lazarus. From a dead man walk. Lazarus. From now on, you can count me Lazarus. From now on, you can count me Lazarus.
Welcome everybody to the after party hangover, and these are the tripod sessions. I am one of your hosts, Mangria Field, joined with my tripod brothers, the Great Bretsky 99 and Julius _Ceizar. I'm going to kick today's episode off with your favorite memories of Chris Kanyon. I myself first was introduced to Chris Kanyon on WCW NWO Revenge, the N64 video game, because, you know, I'm a WWE purist. I never dipped my toes in WCW. When Hogan was on there, I'd switch back and forth, and then the video game came out. And so I was playing all the characters. I'm like, let's see, Larry Dabisco? I'll pick Mantis. Mantis looks cool.
The disrespect for Larry.
Larry Zabisco, the disrespect.
And Mantis looked cool. He looked like some kind of weird Halloween figure. And I was like, wow, this guy's pretty cool. He's right up my alley. And then I found out. No, I like the flatliner. The flatliner is always one of my favorite moves, and that was my first Chris Kanyon memory. That's the one that sticks out. Whenever I think of Chris Kanyon, I always think about him as Mantis. But Julius Ceizar, your favorite Chris Kanyon memory?
Definitely when he was feuding with DDP and he was mocking DDP. He had the blonde wig. He had the book with the brick in it, and he was canyon cutting, not diamond cutting. Canyon cutting motherfuckers like backstage in the ring, interrupting matches. You would always hit the bang with the diamond. The best was when he hit a random cameraman. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. I'm gonna look this shit up in a minute. Hits a motherfucker, hits a cameraman, who's just minding his business. Ski-Bone and them talking in the background. And then this fuckboy literally slides in front of the camera, hits the diamond. Bang! Right there, fucking canyon cutter. Such good shit, pal. Such good shit.
And the Great Bretsky 99, I know you're not as familiar with Chris Kanyon, but from what you've heard, from what you've seen, does anything stick out to you about Chris Kanyon?
Well, I don't really know. I don't know much about him. I just kind of heard the names, like when you hear about like DDP, like you hear about the Chris Kanyon feud, and like I honestly, the only clip I ever saw was of the clip of him getting fucking shellacked by the Undertaker with a chair that has now been deemed, very bad. I think it was deemed very bad back then as well, but I don't really know because I wasn't really watching then. I don't know when that took place, like 04-ish, 03, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. He from everything I heard, he was good in ring. Like everyone's trying to get on Cena now for saying he wasn't good, but like Cena was saying in that clip that he was good in ring, but couldn't cut it for like the entertainment aspect. I have no idea. Like the stuff with DDP sounds like it was fucking hilarious and entertaining. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't watching, but if he was a good talent, he was a good talent. And hell, I mean, hey, if he made Mangria impressed in a video game, and to make Mangria impressed in a video game, you got to do anything except be the Fudger Club. So he did pretty well.
And gentlemen, before we move on, out of respect for the dead, who better than Kanyon? All right, let's move on to AEW. We're kicking it off with I can't even call it garbage anymore, Ceizar. I'm sorry. AEW Grand Slam Dynamite. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. We're kicking it off with what should have been the main event of main events, but then we figure out why because of the ending. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. It's Bryan Danielson.
No, it's a great show. Doesn't mean it's not garbage.
Dragon. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon versus Kenny Omega with Don, of course. Crowd is going insane for this dream match. I'd lie if I said I didn't get goosebumps myself. The crowd, oh my God, it was awesome. Bryan legit looks excited and loving every second of this. And then I put, why is the main event going first? Of course, the story and the psychology being performed here is top notch. Brian working on Omega's arm, Omega tearing up Brian's chest. Also gets to thumb to the eye of Brian right in front of the ref. With every strike from Brian throws, the crowd erupts. Not quite sure what the submission was called. Cattle mutilation.
Yeah.
Brian locks on. Omega gets the ropes. Brian flies onto Omega on outside to ramp. Omega Snapdragon suplexes Brian on the ramp. Omega gets a 100-yard dash V-trigger to Brian's head. Commercial picture-in-picture. Omega continues the punishment on Brian. Brian almost lifeless. Omega with a disgusting buckle bomb to Brian, sending him over the top rope. Could have been career-ending had he landed wrong. It just looked ugly. Bowling shoe ugly. Brian lands an avalanche belly-to-back suplex to Omega. Omega avalanche snapdragon to Brian. Gets a 2.5. Brian reverses the one-wing angel into a poison rana. I'm trying to write with my fat fingers as fast as possible. All this acting that's going down. Omega attempts Phoenix Splash, but misses. Brian was busted open above his left eye, apparently. I forgot there was a time limit. They headbutt and strike till the clock runs out. Brian applies the label lock. Elite out to break it up. Triple super kick to Brian. Christian Cage and Jungle Express to save. Yeah, that's all for that. But I was very excited taking those notes. Bretsky, what did you think of this incredible opener to this week's Grand Slam Dynamite?
Yeah, you got the name right. Good job.
I have to think about it.
But hey, props to you for not just saying Dynamite. Like, free promotion though. Free promotion. Dynamite. I'm Angry Feuds YouTube page. Go check it out.
This is the better show.
Hey. By the way, just between me and you, the viewer, got a new champion. But anyway.
Wait, is it you? Because you always say it's somebody else when we talk about that guy. So is it you?
No,
or is it somebody else?
I'm the good Bretsky.
Oh,
Like
okay,
I said,
okay.
I am the good Bretsky. So
you
I
kind of
am
pointed
the
to yourself. You pointed to yourself.
Well, it's by proxy. You associate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not
get
your
me.
background. It's not your background, Brett.
Dude, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to do that. I'm not like I got other shit to do to worry about goddamn backgrounds. But no, AEW, like you said, it's throughout the entire year, throughout like the summer and all that, it's really gotten better. And like I said this last week, and I said it before, if you bring in guys like Punk, Jericho, or even they've had Jericho, but still bring Punk, Jericho, Brian, Cole, all these guys, and you don't learn from them, then you do something wrong. Like you can't have those guys and not improve at least somewhat. And they have been. I mean, the one problem I do think was the placement. I don't care that it was a draw. It should have been the main event. And they did this with Punk when he came out on Rampage or whatever it was. Like, that's the thing that people want to see. Like, if I'm an online viewer, or not an online viewer, excuse me, a casual viewer, then I'm hearing all this buzz about this dream match. And this match that got 5 stars from Meltzer, eventually. But this match
Of course it did.
It's like,
I didn't get 7.
I am too, actually. Hey, you know what? It was worthy of the high rating, in my opinion. But like, I want to, if I'm tuning in, I want to be able to like see, like, if I'm tuning in, I'm going to watch that match. And if I don't give a fuck about AEW, I'm just leaving after that. Like, oh, cool. That was awesome. Gonna go. Maybe I stay because it was that good. But like, the goal should be like, maybe you open with Ruby versus Britt. And then you're like, oh, okay, that was good. Oh, I'll watch all this while I wait for the main event. I don't know when it's going to start. So you get more exposure. Then it's like, oh, well, actually, I liked all of this. I'm going to stay tuned next week. So I feel like that's the big problem with them, is like you've said it, Mangria, we've all said it. It's their placement and like their card arrangement. But other than that, no, this is fucking phenomenal. The third best match of the year. I think number 1. And again, my mind can change. But number 1 is still Dragunov versus Walter 2. Number 2 is Cole O'Reilly unsanctioned. Number 3 is this. This was absolutely phenomenal. And for them to have this be that's phenomenal with a draw, I love the draw ending. They don't use the draw ending enough in AEW, but it makes it special. I think the last one was probably Cody and Darby. Like, I think that might be the last draw, at least the last notable draw in AEW.
I thought Pac and Kenny had a draw.
Oh no, it was Pac and Cassidy, because Cassidy got hurt.
Yeah, so that was the last draw. But I know there's been other draws too.
Yeah, but
like good matches, really good matches that like it ended in a draw. But you're like, oh man, this is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, they needed the draw. it worked appropriately with the draw, and it was just phenomenal. And it leads into, like, hey, if there was one more minute, like I think Tony said on commentary, if there was one more minute, Brian would have won, and it would have been pinning the world champion. Again,
Now I'm thinking of Trent and Kenny, and it almost went to a draw.
Yeah.
Like I think Kenny
also,
won with like 10 seconds left or something.
Yeah,
It was like I was like, God damn, Trent can fucking go. And I forgot Trent's been wrestling for like 18 years or something.
Wait a minute.
Like that.
Trent? Trent?
Yeah, there was
I look
also
like a dog that's lost.
there's also Jungle Boy and Jericho from a while ago.
Yeah,
was a draw.
because that was kind of like I can
was
beat
like
you in 10 minutes, and it went like 11 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I think again, the only issues besides the placement, no counting out, like no initiation of a count out at all. Which I mean, I'm just used to at this point, so I'm not even mad about it because it's AEW. Because it also wasn't for the title, so it's like it would make more sense if it was for the title. You give them a little more leeway. And I don't remember, I forgot even what the other thing was. Like, it was that good of a match, so I give him all the props in the world. Great fucking opener, but it should have been the main event.
Two things. Yes, this is my biggest and possibly only pet peeve with AEW left is their placement, their arrangements. Because as a booker myself, when I was watching AEW,
I still hate the rating system, by the way.
Whenever
Oh, yeah.
I watch AEW and something awesome happens, it takes all of my willpower not to text you guys. I texted Ceizar. I was like, Ceizar, oh my God, Ceizar. I couldn't help myself. And I told him I was fine with that ending because it was kind of like, it was giving us a preview of what Bryan Danielson is going to be like in AEW. I loved every second of it. I'm completely fine with the draw ending. Ceizar, your thoughts on the opening contest of Dynamite?
No, this is one of their best matches that they put on for fucking free money. I'll give you this shit. This is a free money match. It's definitely free money. It's their first probably free money I've ever given them. Only matches they have like that can like come close to this one is they've all been on pay-per-views. So I'm not a fan of the draw ending because it literally paints themselves into a corner. Because really, like, to have a guy come in. All right, for me, Kenny and them don't get enough heel heat. They come off as corny. They don't come off as heels.
Yeah.
The way you could have booked this to stretch it out is that, okay, Bryan Danielson's coming in. He says he's the best wrestler in the world. If I'm a heel and I'm Kenny, I'm like, what you talking to me for? Are you the champ? No, yeah, I'm the champ on my show. You came to my show. I don't know who you can beat. I'm the best in the world. You came to me. You came to my home turf. You ain't beat nobody. Who you beat here? You the best? There's another guy who came in, says he's the best in the world. Well, go fight him. Figure out who's the best between them. Because I'm the champ. I'm the top of the card. You have to come to me first. And then saying that Bryan's first match is a tie, saying theoretically in theory, he can use the excuse he's just as good as Kenny, if not better. Because if he had a minute more, he could have won. We don't know. And the title's not on the line. Kenny can always use that as an excuse as well. But where does it go, future booking this? Daniel Bryan's going to be like, well, I deserve a title shot. Well, you didn't beat me. Well, yeah, you didn't beat me either. So you say you're the best, put the title on the line. Let's see who the real best is. But you have this whole top 5 ranking. You have this whole ratings matter. You have this whole wins matter. Why is this guy skipping the line over everybody else? After clout he's done? He ain't done nothing here. So to me, it kind of puts them in, they've got to fight for the title next. And where could you go? Now, maybe this is my predetermined WWE brain, but when you have matches like this, of course you got to have 3 matches. You want to have 3 matches. Yes, you need to space them out more, but you want to have 3. And then, like, if they fight again and Kenny wins, even by fuck shit, it's a tie and a win. Why am I fighting you again? What's going to draw me in for that challenge again? Now, yeah, Bryan wins, then therefore you got to give Kenny his chance to get his rematch, and then of course he's going to cheat maybe to get the title in. But that's how you want to do it? Like some guy comes in and wins the title off a tie and a win, and then he goes on a crazy run? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. The way it's set up too quick is the only thing. Future booking. That's the only thing I have to complain about is future booking this. Because yes, no, don't get me wrong. This was a fucking phenomenal match. Yes, it was a top 10 match. of the year, probably. I mean, the year's only what? We're in September, 9. So we're 75% done. Yeah, you can call this a top 10 match. Damn near maybe even a top 5. But yeah, with you guys, the placement isn't really that. I'm mad at it, but it's not really that bad because you did have a championship match for the main event. And when you book in the show, you want people to have a rise to come out, and you want them to have a rise when it ends. Don't get me wrong, that championship match was fucking great. It was good too. Yeah, it wasn't this, but I mean, maybe he wants to give the women a shine, and I'm not mad at that. You need to do something with your women's division. You can't just be Britt Baker just beating bitches. Well, he can for us.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with yourself, Ceizar.
It can't for us. It can't for us, and that's all we care about. But yeah, you can't have just Britt Baker running through bitches. You got to bring some people in. But yeah, give her shine, give her due. She's earned it. But yeah, future booking is pretty much the only thing I can complain about this match if I really had to complain about it.
Last year, All Out was so terrible, and they got complaints about it. And then the next
that was bad.
The next pay-per-view was Full Gear, right?
Yeah.
And Full Gear blew everybody out of the water about how awesome it was.
Yeah.
I think if they book Bryan versus Omega to main event Full Gear.
Well, you have to.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You put yourself in that corner. You honestly have to end that show. And then it really depends on how you want to end this show. Yeah, the fans will go nuts if Bryan wins, but this is how Kenny's going to lose? Are you going to put that in there? I mean, I don't know.
Let me ask you, Ceizar. If, let's say theoretically, it says a lot of what you're saying is, and I agree with you, it is booked into a corner at this point, but a lot of it is WWE predetermined booking, and the other is the ranking system, which we've been talking about since its inception. So I'd say theoretically the ranking system never existed. They never had it. Don't talk about it. They may mention win-loss records, individual
guys
matchups.
Guys on a win streak and fuck shit like that. Yeah.
So if that were the case, would you be as mad as you are now with the booking? Because like you mentioned, it'd be a tie and a win or something like that. Would you be as mad if they didn't have the rankings?
No, I would still say they booked themselves into a corner, but I wouldn't be mad because Bryan, is a top tier talent, and I'm still gonna. Only thing I would gripe is you're just taking top tier talent guys and giving them title shots, and in theory, that's what WCW did.
Well, hypothetically, who would you want?
Well, it's actually what TNA did. It's a flavor of the week.
Yeah.
You bring in a new hot guy, you give him a title shot.
Who would you want Bryan Danielson to have his first feud with then if it wasn't
Teams has. It's every legend. It's every legend.
It's every legend. He's right. That's the thing, though. I don't know, man. Oh man. I mean, you got Pac already with El Idolo. Either one of those guys, fucking gold, but they're too busy fighting each other and missing flights. Everybody's, I don't know, man. Who else is heel? Jericho and them went heel.
Matt Hardy?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, they went face. I mean, you know what, though? You know what would really have great promos? Because Bryan is still having WWE promos over there. With somebody who has a great promo, who's not really doing shit. Yeah,
Eddie Kingston?
No, I'm talking about fucking MJF.
Ooh. That's tough, though.
MJF.
Because I feel like that's a good feud for later. Because you can't have...
It's a good feud in general. He's got to fight somebody. And if he's coming in fighting Kenny Omega, he can come in and fight MJF.
Yeah, but I feel like you can't have MJF beat him cleanly. But that's kind of...
MJF cheats every match.
But that's kind of the whole thing. But you also can't have Bryan win. But having Bryan lose so early, as a first feud, I feel like having Bryan lose would be worse. I know what you're saying, but
it'd be worse. But he can beat MJF. I don't really care about that. MJF can survive losing to Bryan Danielson.
Fair enough. Yeah.
What about a heel Hangman Page?
Yeah, but see, I don't see him going as heel, and I really see him they want him to be the person to take the belt off Kenny. So I really wouldn't want this to be a triple threat, because then I don't know, is Hangman going to pin Kenny or Daniel Bryan? He's not pinning Daniel Bryan. Let's be honest here. Yeah, you're gonna have Daniel Bryan go from his last match in WWE's a 3-way, which he
No,
loses, and then
his last match was on
another 3-way.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
Last match
Oh, his
on
last match,
SmackDown with
sorry.
Roman. Yeah,
Well, his last championship match.
was with Roman on SmackDown.
Was it really? I
Yeah,
guess I missed that one.
that was if he loses, he had to leave SmackDown, never return.
Okay, well then, yeah, he
Gentlemen,
lost.
we are 25 minutes in. Let's move on. CM Punk is out next,
Amen.
talking about Team Taz. Hams it up for the crowd. This is mine once again. He gonna put P2H to sleep. After this, MJF with Wardlow versus Brian Pillman Jr. with Buffy. Tony continues to despise MJF, but he has to give the devil its due. MJF is an evil genius in that ring. Excalibur joins the MJF hate. He's a great wrestler, though. Doesn't that make you a superstar? JR says. Brian Pillman Jr. was going to dive onto MJF. MJF uses Buffy as a shield. MJF gets in Buffy's face, puckering lips. Buffy smacks him. MJF grabs her arm and screams at her. She looks like she's about to cry. Just then, Brian Pillman Jr. I put BPJR because, I ain't spelling that shit. BPJR dive and drop kicks MJF on the outside. BPJR tries to leap off the top rope onto MJF and ring. MJF reverses into the salt of the earth to win. Ceizar. CM Punk hamming it up for the fans, and MJF versus Brian Pillman Jr.
Well, I'm just skip over CM Punk. I don't really care about that shit.
I don't mind.
Yeah. Who's gonna follow that? Yo, garbage ass. You following that? That's all right. Whatever, motherfucker. Yeah. No, I think I texted the chat where I think this. I mean, he looks like he was on crack the whole time. His eyes were all bugged out, and he looks half asleep.
He always looks tired. That dude
Still
always
looks
looks
tired.
tired.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He just looked weird. Yeah, so I don't care about that. But yeah, aka B2 mid, VP mid, as MJF would probably say. I mean, it was an alright match. It was, I guess we found out MJF can't carry people in a match. he can do what he does, and he can make it entertaining, but he can't carry anybody. All right, it's a stat we know he has now. Yes, he can put on great matches with great people, but he can't carry anybody yet. But the kid's young, stupid young. Yeah, Brian Pillman's more of a tag team guy. I guess this guy's hurt. Is the other cracker hurt? Shoulders all fucked up or something?
I have no
I don't-
idea.
They never said anything.
Griff
Yeah.
Garrison.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess he's hurt. Buffy's back. She was hurt, but now she's back. But yeah, it's an okay match. This is what we expected. Expected MJF to win. Even cheat a little bit because he's MJF, which nobody really minds. He's MJF. That's what he does. This guy, great heel heat. The fans just come out and chant, "Shut the fuck up" before you said a word.
And then he goes, no, and then moves on with his promo.
His mom to fuck off on Twitter.
Dude, that was the best. I opened my phone, I opened Twitter, I see "fuck off, mom" on
Yeah.
fucking MJF.
We
Fucking
hate.
great.
I love him, but we hate MJF too.
Yeah, he may be our son, but we still hate MJF. Fuck off, mom.
Fuck off, mom. Gold.
Well, I agree, Ceizar. Brian Pillman Jr. he's young. He's got a long way to go before he becomes entertaining. Bretsky, your thoughts on CM Punk and MJF disposing of Brian Pillman Jr.?
Oh yeah, I mean CM Punk. I mean, I'm still a CM Punk fan only because that's kind of when I got in. Wrestling was the feud with him and the Undertaker is what kind of really kept me in wrestling. At that time period, I just got into wrestling around a month or two before. Started to get out of it because that was when we were having those 1-800-FELLA commercials at that era of WWE. So not very good. But then that whole feud. So I've always been a Punk fan. So I'll give him as much slack as he needs. But no, he can still cut a promo. It was a weird promo and it went on a little long, but he's gonna put Powerhouse to sleep, which I believe he did. I didn't watch Rampage, but I believe he did. And then moving on. It's I don't know. I didn't think it was the best match on the card. Obviously, what else can be the best match on the card? But I'm a fan of Brian Pillman Jr. I think that he has a lot of potential. Obviously, I mean, there's the expectation because of his dad, but like I saw some of the stuff on the indies because I heard like, obviously, word gets around, like people start posting him on Instagram, whatever. So I think he's better than this match was. But I don't think it was bad. I think it was still a fine match. Like he got a lot of that. I feel like MJF's also a guy where if you're going against him, you're gonna get more popular because you're fighting MJF. If you have an actual match with him, that's not squash. Because they were chanting the fuck out of his name like right before the ending. So I think they did a lot of cool things. Like Julia Hart fucked up that slap. It was kind of like a to MJF, and she had to fucking and MJF had to act like it hurt, like, oh my jaw, but it looked like it was just like a brush off the side, like it was mutton chops. But other than that, it was a decent match. And MJF won. I think the ending was really cool. I really enjoyed the way that he got into it's showing that he can hit it out of nowhere at Randy Orton-esque. But yeah, I think it was definitely a good second match. And if that's the worst match on your card, then you had a pretty good card.
Up next, Jericho and Hagar interviewed about facing Men of the Year. Jericho's going to bite off their nose like Haku in Japan. Leave the talking to Jericho, please.
Yep.
Hagar, just stand in the corner. Then we get Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes.
Put out of the building, Cody Rhodes.
Oh my God, so overdramatic. This is the one where I couldn't stop myself. I had to text Ceizar. I said, fuck yourself. His entrance, his gear, looking like Evel Knievel up there. Fucking Cody Rhodes with Arn, Brandy. The crowd was 1,000,000% pro Black in this one. Black getting the best of Cody. Does his Indian style sit. Brandy goes in the ring and does the same, flips him off.
For no reason.
Funny how New York hates Cody. Malachi continues to dominate through commercial picture-in-picture. Waffle Jalapeno knocks out Cody cold. He falls out of the ring, dead weight. Black gets him in the ring for a 2 count. Cody foot on the ropes. Cody playing possum attacks the legs of Black. Black kicks out of Crossroads. Arn falls off the apron.
Good shit.
The crowd roars. Cody inadvertently knocks Arn off the apron. Cody checks on Arn. Arn tells him, get your ass back in the ring. Cody wailing on Black in the corner, shoves ref away. So heel. Black missed Cody and hits the most dangerous move in all of
sports entertainment.
The inside cradle for the win. Bretsky, your thoughts on the Jericho and Hagar interview?
I take it back. This was the worst match in the card. Yeah, that fucking entrance.
Cody Black?
Yeah. That fucking entrance. Fuck you.
You didn't have anything to say about the Jericho Hagar thing?
Oh, yeah, whatever. The Jericho says he's gonna bite off your nose. Okay. And
fair enough.
Dude, they fucked it up too because the light was shining on Brandy before she came out and she was kind of standing there waiting for her cue. Then they just oh shit, shoved the camera over. Then they had them bring her out. He had a 20-foot cape. What in the world?
They both had 20-foot capes.
Brandy coming in and aggressively, fuck you, for no reason. What? Why? What is
she from Boston or something? Oh.
It was, the Yankees just fucking destroyed the Red Sox past 2 days. I'm going to the game tomorrow, which I'm fucking hyped for. But no, it's also, why'd you do the initial spot you were going to do with Arn, after he fell? Watching him try to get over on the apron was bad. And then he fell. And I was like, oh my God. Why? Check on Arn, first and foremost. You saw Brandy was reacting, so I know that wasn't supposed to be. Why do the spot? Why risk knocking him off again? Just call an audible. They did anyway by knocking Black out of the ring so he could go check on him. Call an audible. But no, yeah, Black won with the Black miss. I hope he doesn't keep that.
He is.
I know he is. I know he is. But Ceizar, let me have hope. Let me have hope, Ceizar.
For what?
So it can be destroyed later on. That's why.
No. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Jerry is rolling around in his grave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the cracker he stole it from is rolling around in his grave too.
But no, whatever. This we all know this isn't going to be the last time they fight, and they even said it on commentary. Oh, well, you know this isn't over. Yay. I'm still getting Black versus Dustin out of my mouth. That was oh god.
It was horrible.
Good lord.
It's
All
gonna be
right.
worse at Full Gear.
Oh, shut up, Ceizar. You did not. God damn it. All right, take it away, Ceizar. I'll be right back.
Ceizar, your thoughts on Jericho and Hagar's interview, if you have any?
Shit was trash.
Black versus Cody, everybody's favorite.
Also trash. Now, here's my problem. To me, they've already ruined his character. Black was beating the brakes out of these fools. He beat the brakes out of Cody, beat the brakes out of Dustin, the brakes out of little Niglet. Yeah, little Niglet that runs around with him. I mean, and then in the rematch, he had to like chicken shit heel kind of win. When in the first one, you beat him straight up. He was whooping his ass. Like even though, yeah, he hit him with the black mass, and I think I called this one. Cody's gonna roll his bitch ass out of the ring so he doesn't get pinned by the black mass, and they still respect it. And yeah, he was dead weight, so he couldn't fucking get back in the ring. But yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, man. You know Cody's gonna get his win at Full Gear. I mean, honestly, if they fight again, you hope not. Look at the records. This is what AEW does, man. Griff. Has anybody beaten Cody twice?
Brandy.
It's been more than twice.
You know she don't put up with his shit.
Yeah. Okay. But think about it. On the record books, Black probably the first person to beat Cody twice. You think he's going 3-0?
What about let me propose this to you. What if at Full Gear they do face Black beats him again, Cody turns heel?
I think Cody's got to turn heel to beat this motherfucker in this match.
Cody's already healed. Here's your fucking reception.
First of all, Cody's the #1 heel in my book since this fucking show started years ago, and there is proof on YouTube about this motherfucker's YouTube page. I've been calling for the demise of Cody Jarrett since day maybe 7. Okay, but it's not been day 1, but it's probably been 7 days in. Yeah, there's no way Cody Jarrett. I swear, look at the record books. I'm gonna look at the record books today. I don't think anybody's beaten Cody 2 times in AEW. Black is the first person.
No,
there's no way he's going 3-0. Black. He's gonna hit him with a fucking crossroads off the sky ramp through a table on fire on thumbtacks and gas lights and a pizza cutter from Nick Gage, and that's the only way he's gonna win.
Sponsored by Domino's.
Bite his dick off.
Yeah, like in the back celebrating. Live sex celebration is gonna be in the ring, and that's where he goes heel.
Are you guys excited for Roads to the Top? By the way, to start next week.
Oh no, I wouldn't mind seeing Brady naked.
If Nikki Numbers was still around, we would probably review that show.
I wish.
I just want to watch it for Cody getting drunk and Brandy cursing his dumb ass out. And Ricky
That's
Starks.
true.
I saw a lot of Ricky Starks in that show. I think I might watch it just.
That's true. I might have just for Ricky Starks. That's true.
Just for Ricky Starks, because Ricky Starks is a goddamn legend.
I really hope he's the same way like on this show as he is on TV.
I listened to his podcast with Renee, and he's the same way as.
Yes. Oh, that is the greatest news I've gotten all day.
The same way.
Do you want to move on, Ceizar?
Oh yeah, I'm done with fucking Cody. Fuck Cody.
Up next, Miro versus Sammy for the TNT title next week.
Oh yeah, fuck Cynic for spoiling it.
Sammy gonna
fuck you, Cynic.
Did it on purpose, dude. The disrespect.
The disrespect. Oh, Black Mist is cool. Fuck you, Cody. You got all the heat. You couldn't wait till the show wasn't even over. The show wasn't even over. Wait till the end of the show.
I had to mute my phone for about 10 minutes while Ceizar went off on a rant on him on Instagram.
Fucking
Up next, FTR with Tully, NW-like attire versus Sting and Darby Allin. JR says you got to give the people what they want to Excalibur, stealing his line.
Correction, this is the worst match on the card.
Sting has still got it.
Maybe it wasn't as good as we thought.
He's already more impressive than Goldberg now. Sting and Uncle Dax collide with a laying Dax. Sting collapses and unintentionally falls and headbutts Mini Dax. Darby gets beat down during commercial and picture-in-picture. Sting actually comes off the top rope. Damn. Dax was going to tombstone Sting, and then he stuck his tongue out. That was bad position and bad timing to be doing that.
69, me Don.
Sting gets out of it. Sting gonna splash Cash, but totally wedged the chair in the corner. Sting stops himself and puts Cash through the chair, punches Tully. Sting wins with the Scorpion Deathlock, which JR forgot to call it. Darby coffin drop to Cash on the apron.
No, you call it what JR called it.
A Scorpion! Ceizar, what did you think of this trash tag match? Even though Sting, you gotta admit, Sting impressed.
Oh yeah, with his third match in AEW history, even though he's been signed
for a 62-year-old man. 62-year-old man, that wasn't bad.
62-year-old man shouldn't be fucking wrestling. He said this when Ric Flair was 60.
He needs money for makeup. He needs that makeup money.
Yeah, for real, he gets it from Cameo for $2,000.
Dead ass at home. Be like Tully. Just be around the ring.
Tully wrestled though. Tully wrestled once.
Wrestle.
Yeah, he had a match.
Held a chair and Tully hit a spike off the top. That was it. Tully does 10 seconds of work. Be like Tully.
This is leading to Spike versus Spike.
Sting versus Tully.
Spike? Where the fuck is your head at?
And the senior citizen match.
Yeah.
With Ricky Guerrero as the ref.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My Medicare coverage on a pole match.
It's just funny how this show started and we're all like, it's not a bad card. And then second match, yeah, this is the trash match of the night. Third match, no, this was the trash match of the night. Fourth match, no, I forgot. This is the trash match.
Dude, it literally was. And that's the power of Bryan Danielson and fucking Kenny Omega. We forgot how bad it was. I just watched it before I came on. And I forgot that it wasn't actually as good as we thought it was. because of the bookends.
The bookends were so good. That the middle was shit. This was a perfect shit sandwich. And you got like French toast bread on the outside and you got shit in the middle.
Oh, that's the name of the episode. Perfect shit sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'll give it to him. Sting did some moves. And the only thing that popped me was JR, which I threw in the chat. I mean, JR literally said, Sting won the match with a Scorpion.
Awkward pause.
Submission, a Scorpion submission, and then even Bone paused because he was like, after that, Bone was like, yeah, Sting with that Scorpion death lock, the Scorpion death lock. I was like, oh my god, if he'd have called it Scorpion death drop, I would have cried. I'd have turned the shit off. I wouldn't even see the doctor. I'd have been like, I'm just crying. I gotta watch.
Then Excalibur would have called it its name in Spanish or some shit.
Yeah. El Scorpion. Muerta.
El Muerta Loco. Scorpio.
Oh, Loco de Scorpio.
No, El Scorpio.
Muerta.
Submission.
Muerta something. Got to give the people what they want. Yeah, man. I don't even know why Sting and Darby are still a thing, man. I don't know.
They're gonna be champs. They're gonna be tag team champs one of these days.
Yeah, if they win those tag straps, they're back to ATW. It's back in the toilet.
If they win the tag straps, we might not have a tripod anymore.
Fuck that shit.
After all the wars over those tag belts, and Sting and Darby win it.
Do you know how Twitter would explode if Darby and Sting won the tag belts? Like, I don't know who the Lucha Bros would have to lose to. FTR again. They lose to FTR.
FTR's on a 2-day title reign.
They lose to Sting and Darby at the next pay-per-view. I don't think. Oh my god, you might as well cancel Christmas on that shit.
It'll be the Christmas episode. It'll be the Christmas episode.
Oh my god! But yeah, it was.
Brett, thoughts on this tag match?
Why is he tapping out? Why would you have them lose by submission?
That's all Sting knows how to do. He's not gonna lose by pin.
Don't have Sting win the match. Don't have Sting be the one to get the final fall with this Scorpion.
Yeah, they
submission.
did a Scorpion death drop, coffin drop. Like even that would fucking be out of
Like, if you're gonna win, I feel like, because obviously Sting and Darby are gonna win, obviously. So have them fucking do the Scorpion
Which
death
is
drop
trash.
and coffin drop double finisher, and that's fine. Where you can tap one of them, take a pin. You have like Darby goes or Sting goes after the move and takes out Dax or whoever the other one is that's not in the ring.
FDR. The disrespect.
And yeah, don't have them tap. And also again, I mean, just a little bit later, it's the next thing. That's my problem with the main event. You know, don't have. I don't think they should. FTR should have tapped. Like, it just diminishes their quality. Also, why do they have the Pinnacle's theme song? And the Pinnacle is maybe kind of yes, no a thing anymore. I like the Pinnacle's theme song a lot, but why? I don't know.
Pinnacle went there together.
Like Tully's still with. Like, I feel like they should have they got to clarify that. Yeah, you still the Spears. Like, if it could be like a Heenan family thing where like Heenan goes with everyone, went with everyone like on the card, and they kind of were signed together. But I feel like you should explain that.
Tully does not come out with MJF.
Exactly. So I feel like they should explain more of like, okay, so because like even the inner circle, we know they're all the inner circle still. But like Pinnacle, we don't really know. So just like, they're all together still, you know, but they're just kind of do their own things. Like, but no, this was weird. The chair spot was weird. A lot of things about this were just and they should not have tapped. I mean, you are the host technically, so yes.
Do you guys remember the Revival in WWE were unhappy with the way they were being treated, especially with the shaving the back and all that shit. So they thought the tag division was being disrespected. And then they get to AEW, and this possibly one of the top tag teams in the world loses to a 62-year-old man in a submission.
Tap out.
Do you think they are just as unhappy now?
Oh, I mean, after being brought in to win the strap, to not get a long reign, to lose it to the Young Cucks, who are apparently bringing tag team wrestling back. I mean, there's that too. Just saying.
Well, gentlemen, the main event is for the AEW Women's Championship. The Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, with Rebel, not Reba, and Jamie Hayter versus Ruby Soho, who is solo. Ruby dives off the top turnbuckle onto the Doctor. Rebel and Hayter on the outside. Doctor swinging neck breaker to Ruby on the outside. Commercial picture. I just write the Doctor in all caps every time I fucking write it.
I write the Doctor all the time.
Dominates while the Doctor is in corner. Ruby multiple running boots to her. This is a believable Ruby Soho with championship potential taking on the Doctor, as opposed to the Ruby Riots we got in WWE. The Doctor turns Russian leg sweep into lockjaw. Ruby escapes. The Doctor gets the glove, but Ruby applies leg lock to the leg that put her on the shelf. Very smart. Ruby hits top rope senton, gets a 2 3/4. The crowd is split at this point. The Doctor with the drift away neck breaker gets another close call. Britt. Wow, I wrote Britt. The Doctor.
The disrespect.
Nails a second turnbuckle air raid.
You're talking about that.
It's a 2 15.
Yeah, we're bringing that up.
Gnarly landing. The Doctor attacks Ruby on the stairs. Curb stomp gets a 2 99/100.
There he is.
Ruby hits a riot kick on the Doctor. Rebel, but not Hayter. Hayter hangs Ruby on the top rope. Doctor retains with the lockjaw. Yeah, Bretsky, I see what you mean about Ruby tapping. She's this new person we're all supposed to believe in, who's a top competitor. What was up with that shit? Your thoughts on the main event, sir?
First I completely forgot to mention this in Miro's promo. I don't remember. Ceizar, stop watching Lana's TikTok. Speaking of Lana,
TikTok.
in a promo earlier, Miro was like talking about how like God there's someone with like pain and his wife is with pleasure and also pain, which popped me a little bit. But no, this was a good match. I love I mean, we've all been fans of the Riot Squad and Ruby Riot and whatever for a long time, and we all know she can go. It was weird that she was booked the way she was in WWE, but it's like the build to this match was great. Her debut was great. All of it's great. Entrance is great, and yeah, it was a really good match. Jamie Hayter, I want to say, if she doesn't have a move or something or a catchphrase, or it's called lover or hater, then I will be very mad.
With all that body.
Look at that body. If we don't get a look at that body, sure, then I'm gonna be mad too. But
I'm really gonna be mad.
but no, it's this was a really good match. Like you said, Mangria, this is Ruby Soho that we can believe in, that has championship material. I mean, she had that match with Rousey all those years ago for the title, just it was out of nowhere and she lost in like -3 seconds. So but no, this
She
was
lost
good.
in Gorilla on the way out.
Mhm.
Oh yes, yeah, she lost when she found out she was wrestling Ronda Rousey
Wrestling
and
her,
losing
yeah.
in 2 seconds.
Oh, so I don't need to show up? I don't need to show up tonight? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. But no, I get, like we were saying earlier, how this would be the main event because it is a title match. But yeah, the ending really just turned me off. Like, why would you have her? If you're gonna have her tap, don't have her tap immediately after the submission gets put in. Like, have her like hold out for a while, try to get to the ropes, and the doctor. Unlike you, Mangria, I call her the doctor.
Or have her pass out at least.
Have her pass out, or
Yeah.
have her like roll away from the ropes, to have it be like a 2 minutes in the submission. She goes like exasperated tapping out. Like, don't have her, oh, there's the hold. Oh, she's tapping. No. Why? It's your first actual match in AEW. Your second technical match in AEW. Why? Like, why have her tap so quickly? She just lost all the credibility she had coming in. And she was pretty popular. I have not heard a crowd be split on a Dr. Britt Baker DMD match in a very long time.
Yeah.
And they were split pretty near 50-50 for Ruby and the Doctor. And all that momentum just got derailed. I mean, the match was great, but the momentum is gone for me. Like, I can't take her fully as seriously as I did anymore, because she tapped in 2 seconds to the hold after like a good match.
Well,
So that's the one thing.
Ceizar, the only saving grace I think Ruby Soho might cling on to is the numbers game again. But what were your thoughts on the main event of Dynamite?
Yeah, good match to me. Shit ending.
Shit ending counter at
shit ending
15.
counter is at 2. Is at 2. No, it was another great match. Like, these ladies were killing it in the ring, doing what they had to do. We all know they can both go, so I was expecting a good match, which I was getting. And then like she literally tapped too quick. Like, I don't care, man. Go over 2 minutes. Like, let her sit in that ring and have that lockjaw in for like 5 minutes. Let them roll around to the middle of the ring. Let her try to get out twice. Roll around, keep it locked in, like, and just realize she can't go anywhere because she got the triple team or whatever, and then lockjaw's in too hard. Yeah, let the ref call it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with letting the ref call it if she passes out. She didn't technically give up, but she wasn't going to give up. She literally just couldn't take any more pain and passed out. There's nothing wrong with that ending. And to have that with Ruby and the Doctor, like, that could keep the feud going if that's where you want to go. Now the Doctor's going to be like, I beat you. So, back in line, bitch. You got your title shot for winning that Battle Royal. Now it's the numbers game. It's AEW. You better get some wins before you get in that top 5.
Because wins matter.
Yeah, because wins matter. I wouldn't be mad about the ranking if anybody from the top 5 could challenge the champion. They always wanted to be like only number 1 can, or if number 2 does some match dumb shit, then he can jump number 1. Whatever. That's a later episode. Well, that's almost
I like how nobody came out to save Ruby, by the way. They could have had somebody. So fucking Jungle Express comes out and saves her for no reason.
Fucking Red Velvet.
Fucking MSK barges through the door.
MSK.
Buttlander.
They save everybody.
Yeah. Buttlander, Rio,
Whoa.
somebody. Whoa. Yeah, but the Doctor still ruling ass. I mean, as she should. I ain't mad at it, but I'm kind of mad at that ending.
Moving on to Rampage, the first time ever. It was 2 hours long. We kick it off, of course, Taz, Absolute, Ricky Starks, and Excalibur on commentary. We kick off the night with CM Punk's first televised match in 7 years. It's CM Punk versus P2H with Hook. Punk, way more spry to start, attacks the legs of P2H. Taz trying to be the even Steven Jones. By the way, he's going to say that a lot tonight. He likes to put Jones on everything. Punk taunts Hook. Hook gets on apron. Punk sprints towards Hook. I don't know if he stumbled on purpose or he meant to do that, but he kind of fell before he got to the ropes. P2H dominating Punk through commercial picture-in-picture. Hook even gets a shot in. Punk gets his second win. A macho elbow drop gets a 2.5. P2H counters the GTS into a massive spine buster, gets a near fall as well. P2H fights his way out of a sleeper with a belly-to-back suplex. Punk attempted top rope Hurricane Rana. I didn't see this clearly, Ceizar. I hope you did. P2H countered, but then Punk countered as well. And it was a gnarly landing, I heard on commentary. P2H landed on the side of his head. And
That nigga almost died.
Punk had a busted mouth. I'll get your thoughts. It's almost over. Punk,
Almost saw a bird.
P2H accidentally knocks Hook off the apron. Punk wins with a GTS. It looks like Punk and P2H exchange words. Punk is probably saying, "Dude, you okay?"
Yeah. Thanks for the match.
Go ahead, Ceizar. Take it away. The opening match of Rampage, the 2-hour Rampage.
This cracker came out in his draw. CM Punk needs to put pants back on. I don't like CM Punk in the draws. I don't like old man CM Punk in the draws. Young man CM Punk had that tight body. He could wear the draws. He ain't got no tight body no more. He needs to put the pants back on. See, Ricochet can wrestle in the draws because he got a tight body. CM Punk ain't got that tight body no more. New rule: we can't say body like regular.
Yeah.
What are you watching?
I'm watching Rampage.
Oh.
I'm at Anna Jay and Penelope Ford right now.
That's why I knew it was something with women. I knew it.
Well, I was watching the tag match, so it was Ray Phoenix kicking and flipping everywhere. So that's why I was like, ow.
And now you're like, ow, now you're like Anna Jay.
Oh yeah, and Penelope Ford. What are you, crazy?
Yeah.
No wonder we can't see your left hand. All right, go ahead on.
Yeah, I'm saving it for later. Warmed up.
A tripod after dark with Ceizar.
Tripod after dark, where we watch porn and butt meat Instagram photos.
It's Ceizar ranking like live rating porn as it's going on. Like, man, why is this cameraman fucking up right now?
Being stick so he can like all the posts. No, it was like Hobbs went for something on the top rope and CM Punk like reversed it into a Hurricane Rana, but he fell so slow, like he fell in slow motion, and like Hobbs didn't know when to go forward. But then after you fall so much and you're leaning forward, you go. But Hobbs didn't get the full flip from the top. I looked like he almost broke his fucking neck. I thought it was about to be a fucking murder. It was not a good fall. It was. I mean, if it doesn't show up on WrestleBotch, then that guy's just biased. Because you could be like, I was like, damn man, I was like, oh, slap a man.
Well, you could hear the commentators. They were like, "Oh my God,
yeah." And then that's when you look up and like Punk's like bleeding from his mouth, and I was laid on the ground for a little bit. But I mean, we all know what's gonna happen here. Like, all right, so now I got to future book this again. Who's gonna give CM Punk his first loss?
Adam Cole.
Bryan Danielson.
Who's gonna give that fucker his first loss?
Orange Cassidy.
Cody Rhodes."
Oh my God, Cody Rhodes gave Bryan.
Oh my God. Stop
You know
it,
what?
Mangria.
Oh my God, do you know the kind of heat? That'd be such good heat. I would rant.
Well,
about
according
for
to
18
Cody,
years.
he's going to retire as this current character. So if that happens, there's no way he stays. There's no way.
Everybody hates the American Nightmare. He can turn heel. He can still be the American Nightmare.
He
Anyway,
kinda wrestled
Don't
heel
put that
against
into the
Black.
universe.
Yeah, he was doing a little heelish shit.
He was.
But no, I mean, it was okay. I mean, so Hobbs. I mean, this is what CM Punk is, man. I mean, he's not the best in the world in the ring anymore. He still has some technical moves he pulled out, and these younger guys are really carrying it through. But this was more like 60-40 maybe, I would say, versus like Darby, who carried that great match. Like, I'm sorry, we all know what that was. But no, this was still an okay match to have. Rampage. I guess they want to keep these guys first. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're treating these guys like champs. Like if you ain't first, you go on main event. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if they want to have like other people get some main event love, they feel like they can start the show. I mean, this is a 2-hour show. So like me watching it, it's like after SmackDown and it's 10 a.m. I ain't going off till midnight. This is a Friday. And then I actually went out, hung out with some friends, so I didn't start watching it till like 12, which is why I'm watching it now, because I fell asleep by like the Adam Cole match.
Baby.
Yeah, baby. Almost got trademarked. That shit would have been funny. Imagine he couldn't say baby anymore.
That would be
Imagine
really
if Vince
funny.
would have taken that shit. Oh my god, dude.
That would have been a
Great.
legendary move. Like that would have been such a dick move. That would have been such a legendary move.
Oh my god.
It's like watching Daniel Bryan come out and not doing this. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, no,
man,
hey,
he's gonna have to come
actually-
up with something else.
That's actually really funny why you mentioned that, because I was on Instagram earlier and I saw like, or Twitter, whatever one, like I saw actually about the yes chance, and it's literally nothing legal. It's just like a handshake agreement between him and
Yeah. He said he wouldn't do it.
yeah. He's like, no, I respect it. It's there. I did it
Yeah.
over there. I don't want to bring it over to AEW. Like that's not going to be me in
Yeah.
AEW. But then all the comments, of course, were like, "God damn it, Vince! Why aren't you letting him? It's just a hand movement." Like that's.
Excuse me. No,
Uh
you got to
He's
watch
back.
Brian.
He's
Watch
back.
Brian.
Back. Oh, we haven't seen this fuckboy in so long. Yeah, where's my
Brian comes out on Dynamite next week. I mean Dynamite.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
he did it. He did. Now I'm back to that. Yeah.
Brian comes out on Dynamite next week and goes, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe,
Oh, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
maybe, but perhaps.
He's not, no, I want him to come out with like something new every week. Finger guns. Everybody in the crowd's doing yes. He's like,
You know, he just goes like, yeah.
yeah.
He just changes the language.
Yeah, but he has to
See.
do that for the.
See,
He has to do that for the finisher too. Instead of doing like the yes in the corner before
Yeah.
the knee, he goes,
He finger guns.
yeah.
Yeah, if we did
Well-
a maybe in the corner.
Oh, he could go with Austin Gunn then. They'd be a tag team. The Yeah Boys.
yeah.
He can kill himself.
Up next, Thunder Rosa talking about Nyla, Jade
Oh.
Cargill. Jade says her piece, Nyla as well, skipping over that. We
I
get
don't think
the
I heard one
Super
bit.
Click. The Super Click debuts versus Christian Cage and Jurassic Express. Of course, the Super Click have the Good Brothers, Don and Brandon Cutler, spray in hand. Don joins commentary. Who's the mark with the mask on? He's talking shit about Excalibur. That kind of popped me.
Yeah.
It was
Fuck
like
Excalibur.
three heel commentators and Excalibur. Like they were all.
Yeah.
It was actually entertaining. Like they were just shit.
As trying to stay neutral and then just does heel shit the whole time.
Excalibur is just like, oh, I'm getting dogpiled here. Adam Cole, baby, avoids Christian, tags in a cuck. Christian disrespectful
cuck.
push-ups off of fallen Matt Cuck. Taz shouts for Christian to tag his partners. He's hogging all the action. Jungle Boy impressive as always. Chases Cole on the outside of the ring, cuts double super kick Jungle Boy. Put a fence around this building and the crime rate in New York will be cut in half, Don Callis says.
Sure.
Not wrong.
Cole camel clutch on Jungle Boy. The cucks kiss him on the cheek, heading in the commercial. T-Rex Jones, Taz calls Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus chokeslams Cole on top of Matt Cuck, stacking these crackers. Jungle Boy Hurricane Rod the Cuck off the top turnbuckle, German the Cuck, and then snare trap. Doc Gallows distraction helps Cuck get out of it. Chaos on the ramp. Matt low blows Christian and throws his ass off the stage. Jungle Boy 2. Ricky calls Marco useless as always. Ricky is the fucking best, man. I love Ricky.
Dude, Ricky's a G, bro.
Panama
I heard
Sunrise.
Ricky was great on commentary from what
No,
I've
Ricky,
read
the
online.
last 2
He
weeks, man,
replaced Mark
Ricky's
Henry,
been
yeah.
murdering it.
He replaced Mark
murdered.
Henry.
Oh damn it! I really wanted Mark Henry to be on the show commentating.
Panama
We have
Sunrise.
this match coming up next.
BTE trigger. Last shot. The super quick win.
It's called the boom.
Cole talks trash to Jungle Boy. Of course, there isn't mics, but you could read the lips. Ceizar, what were your thoughts on the Super Click versus Christian Cage and Jurassic Express?
It's called
Unless
the
you're
boom.
still watching it.
No, it's called the boom now. It's not called the last shot. That is actually trademarked by WWE. He
Oh,
literally
the
calls
last
it.
shot?
Yeah,
Well,
he
that
calls
makes
it
sense.
boom. Excalibur says, and Cole with the boom.
That's cool. I actually like that though. The with
That's
the
corniest shit
boom.
ever. No, it's actually called
corny.
boom. No, it's called boom, but because you're using sentence structure, you have to say the boom. So it's literally just called boom.
They should call it the boom.
They should call it the boom, but it's called
And the doctor with the stomp.
boom.
I like to imagine they don't use they're not grammatically correct. Oh, and Cole with boom. Or
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for JR to say that shit.
Cole with the
No, Excalibur. Excalibur says, it's all about the boom! Right when he hits it, that'd be badass.
What was this? Of course, this turned into a super kick party at one point. That's all the. Did you write the Young Cucks on Zenka's post? He said, "Name this team." Wrong answers only, and it was the Young Cucks. I know.
that's the right answer.
I put the power bottoms.
I put fuck boys are us.
Fuck, I'm gonna go like that.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, oh shit, Mark Henry.
No, Mark Henry.
So yeah. This match was pretty good for a trios match. Yeah, Marco.
Hey, Cynic wrote it. Cynic wrote Young
I
Cucks.
told you, Cynic wrote the Young Cucks. Yeah, you're like, that's the right answer. You should write that under his. I didn't mind the match. It was good. I mean, Adam Cole got some shine at the end, as he should. Bebe, sorry. Adam Cole, Bebe got some shine, as he is. I didn't think he was going to pull it. I was like, I know Luchasaurus can flip, but he ain't about to Panama Sunrise this motherfucker. I was like, ain't no goddamn way he's going to Panama Sunrise this motherfucker. He pulled it off, and then, yeah, the Cucks came in. They were throwing motherfuckers off the stage like it was going out of style at the end. There was a lot of moves on that ramp.
Yeah.
Like super kicks to DDTs to spears.
Low blows.
The double super kicks.
I just wrote chaos on the ramp because my fat fingers couldn't write that fast.
Chaos Project
on the ramp. Yeah. So it was really like real quick, as you know, as the Bucks like to do at some point in a match. But no, this was a good match. Everybody got their shit off. They pinned Luchasaurus, which is rare. Luchasaurus rarely takes the pin. It's usually Jungle. But yeah, the Panama Sunrise super kick to the knee, Panama Sunrise to the BTE trigger to boom for the. I mean, it showed that you had to put a bunch of moves to keep the big man down, so it still makes him look kind of strong with him taking the loss. But no, it was a fine match.
Up next, the Men of the Year versus Jericho and Hagar. Dan Lambert is with the Men of the Year. Jericho and Scorpio start. Jericho in control, flips off Ethan Page. Eventually, Ethan gets in and gets the better of Jericho, hangs him up on the second rope before commercial picture-in-picture. Dan Lambert gets a shot in on Jericho. Men of the Year in complete control during commercial. Hagar gets the hot tag and cleans house, thanks to Scorpio jerking Hagar off of apron. Ethan in control of Hagar.
Oh, don't say it like that.
It was explicit. Men of the Year whooping up on Hagar. Crowd cheering on Hagar. Hagar hot tag to Jericho. Lion salt to Scorpio. Hagar back in. Hagar bomb to Scorpio. Ankle lock to Scorpio. Walls in on Ethan Page. Weird break at the top of the hour because it was the
top of the hour
Rampage.
Top of the hour. Yeah, they literally ended the show and then started a new show.
We'll be right back, and then smash.
My DVR.
We're back.
Yeah, my DVR stopped and then started again. I was like, what is this fuckery? I thought it was a 2-hour show.
Dan on apron distracts. Hagar Uranagi to Scorpio. Many near falls until Dan Lambert grabs Hagar's foot, throwing Hagar off. Scorpio with the most devastating move in all the
sports entertainment.
The roll-up win. Junior Dos Santos, all of the American top team surround the ring to save Dan. Jericho and Hagar get murdered. Ceizar, what do you think about the whole match and the aftermath? I'm still watching it.
I'm watching this new watching the new cat eating Japanese cracker and murder hawk. Getting ready to play.
Oh my god!
Jesus!
What? Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, you said murder hawk. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, Stall Cracker, Trailer Park Cracker versus Mox and your mother. Damn, he punched the crap out of that cracker.
Redeem these nuts.
And then beat this other hoe with a stick.
All right, Ceizar, let's go.
I mean, don't nobody care about no Jericho Hagar match. We know it was trash. That was
Well,
all
the
right.
only thing that mattered was the ending, really.
Yeah, and that was
Yeah.
all right. But yeah, the fact that the men of the year got to win fucking surprised the shit out of me. You know how
Yeah.
everybody likes heels losing on TV, I guess. But no, I mean they do need some wins, especially losing to Darby. State, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah, at one point Dan Lambert yelling because they're both in fucking they're both in submission. And he's like, "Oh, well, that's illegal. They're not even legally in the ring." And I was like, "You should get on the mic and just start talking trash about AEW. Maybe they get mad again." But no, we all know these four guys can wrestle and put on, just a match, and it was just a match. But yeah, the fucking most devastating move in all of sports entertainment. Fucking running wild this week. Made it to both shows. Well done, roll up. Well done. Getting you some love.
Getting that paycheck.
Getting that pay, seeing you at the payout window. Well done, roll up. Yeah, it was fun.
Can I ask your thoughts on the American Top Team? Do you want to see those guys signed to AEW, or do you want them to just be like a one-off and go away after whatever is going on with Jericho?
When they going to wrestle? Like, I think Bray Wyatt's showing up next week. Like, who's going to have TV time to see these five assholes wrestle? Because we're not going to watch them on Dark.
Yeah.
I don't watch Dark. Do you watch Dark?
Nope.
If they signed Jorge Masvidal and put him on Dark, then they're fucking idiots.
Where's he gonna wrestle?
Don't have, all I'm saying is if a guy like Jorge Masvidal has mainstream like appeal, do not put him on your YouTube show, please.
I am not saying that, but where the fuck is he going to wrestle? You forget, you got to have CM Punk on both shows, even though he's only going to wrestle once that week. He's got to have like 3 promos because that's what the fans want. You've got to have Daniel Bryan beat up somebody because he still needs to get on both shows. Now, Christian is still on TNA getting every week. And TNA and AEW every week. You got to have Mox and Eddie beat the shit out of somebody. I guess Murder Hawk's finally getting some TV time. I ain't seen that crack in 3 weeks. I still don't know where Jake is. And Cody Rhodes is back. He's going to need 20 minutes and a promo. Who else?
Darby and Sting.
Darby. And Sting got to walk his slow ass out there in the snow while Darby's skateboarding around.
What are they gonna do when it's really snowing outside?
Sean Spears has not been on all week. See, he's cut from TV.
FTR.
He's in a top heel faction. So, and he can't even get a match or a promo. MJF is with a match with some mid, and he's got to get a promo once a week. Like you're signing too many guys, and you only have normally 3 hours of TV. So yeah, if you sign Bray and he comes out, the Dark Order is still feuding within themselves. You got to keep that shit going until Hangman comes back. I mean, Anna Jay's got to get her TV time. Bitch been off TV for 6 weeks. She got to start wrestling.
Whoa.
And Conti ain't getting a match. She's on Dark every week, whooping somebody's random ass. And then just trying to save
title shot.
Yeah, Matt Hardy's got to have 3 segments. I mean, where are you going to put these guys in? Where are you going to fit?
HFO.
Got to have at least
HFO.
Matt Hardy.
Gotta have a
Well,
segment.
speaking of Ceizar, we get a Quattros tag next. It's Private Party,
Quattros.
Butcher and Blade, the HFO, versus Santana and Ortiz and the Lucha Brothers. The tag title graphic is on the ramp. That was pretty cool. All 8-man brawl to start. Moonsaulting Suicida Jones is here. There, Taz. I threw one for you. I guess this is. Oh boy, my wife's calling. I guess
Mrs. Mangria.
Tag match.
You better answer that.
Is
You better ask
Lucha's
me what she wants
tag.
for dinner.
All right, go ahead, Ceizar. You take it. Take
right.
over this Quattro's tag.
All right,
Hey, Mangria's gone. Let's insult him.
Yeah, okay. Well, he can still hear us.
No, he can't hear us. Fuck you,
What
man.
if we just had a conversation until he gets back?
Oh, let's do it.
Look, this Murder Hawk Cracker is beating up more people outside the ring. There's 5 guys outside the ring he's beat up.
Oh, Mangria's back.
He's back now. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so pretty fucking incredible tag action here. Penta with the vicious kick to upside down Isaiah. Marquin takes both teams' tag finishers. Santana gets the pinfall. Tony interviews Hardy in the back. Hardy says Penelope gonna beat up Anna. Hardy then says Jack Evans versus Orange Cassidy, Bretsky. Hair versus hair match. Are you excited? Are you excited for the hair versus hair match?
You skipped over. They almost cut off Ortiz's hair. Orange Cassidy comes out.
I told you to take it when we were going on. You just
Oh yeah, he covered it. He covered all of it.
Yeah. Well, really, all we did was have a conversation while you were on the phone.
Okay,
We did.
so any thoughts about that before we move on?
I mean, Orange Cassidy had a spot during this match. It was corny. They weren't cutting off Ortiz's hair. He just shot them niggas in real life.
No, his barber would have shot them.
Yeah. Fucking Matt Hardy's walking around with like fucking 8-inch long scissors in his coat pocket to cut a pro. He's like, I got these scissors.
Fucking Hardy, the barber
For a
beefcake.
briefcase? Yeah, like what are you doing with scissors in your suit pocket? Like who found these scissors?
God, this is
Orange
dumb.
Cassidy,
This is so dumb.
comes out, punches Jack Evans for no reason because Matt Hardy was gonna cut off the hair. So yeah, he punches Jack Evans and that stops Matt Hardy from cutting off Ortiz's hair. I don't even understand how mathematically you can get there. Like, I'm gonna need some genius level Bretsky math to figure that shit out. Steiner math plus Bretsky math, I don't even figure that shit out.
1 + 1 = Orange Cassidy sucks.
He was uncut though. He was uncut. That body was cut.
The body. All I know is that all the
lifting
fans who
Buttlander.
watch. Yeah. All I know is that the fans of AEW Dark, all the YouTube fans, will be very unhappy when Jack Evans is bald, because we're not seeing on TV after that.
Yeah, no. He gone, children.
Up next, Sammy Guevara and Fuego out. Sammy with signs. It's time for the Spanish God to become, and then Miracle beats the fuck out of both of them.
Awesome.
Ricky shouts, "Get him, Miro!" And then
Kick his ass.
He gets worked up when the fight gets close to him. Taz goes, "Ricky, don't get involved." Miro tosses Fuego off the stage through table, and then game over for Sammy.
Wait, actually went through the table this time?
He actually went through. He went through the tables on the bottom of the ramp.
Ceizar, thoughts on Sammy getting murdered by Miro and Fuego and the table?
I was happy Fuego del Sol got his ass kicked. But yeah, Ricky. So I got the closed captions on. I'm just saying, yeah, Miro, kick his ass. Kick his ass.
Don't get involved.
It says, and then you can see Ricky just mouthing it and like, yeah, Taz like, don't touch him, Ricky. Don't get him riled up. So good. Such good shit, pal.
Oh.
Such good shit.
I might actually have to go back and watch fucking Rampage now just for the commentary.
This is episode 2. Well, no, actually, you need to watch all of it just for Ricky Starks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Ricky Starks and Taz.
Up next,
Great.
Anna
Whoa.
versus Penelope. Anna attacks Penelope on the stage. Anna in control the whole time. Queen Slayer in the bunny comes out and distracts. Penelope is now in control. Lots of commercial breaks, by the way, during this fucking show.
Oh, yeah.
Bunny tosses Nux to Penelope. 1 Nux later, Penelope picks up the win. Bunny and Penelope attack. Tay Conti for the save. Penelope gets the Nux out of her cooch and strikes Tay. Hardy family office out. Orange Cassidy and Buttlander, out for the save. Along with the Dark Order. Is the Dark Order on the same page? Kind of, but no handshakes. Mark Henry split screen before the main event.
Yes.
Murder Hawk and Suzuki, Mox and Eddie. Of course, Eddie's struggling to tear off his tank top, while Murder Hawk and Suzuki just talk a whole bunch of trash. Ceizar, your thoughts on Anna Woe versus Penelope Ho?
Good
Hey,
for Penelope.
The disrespect.
We don't know if Penelope's not a hoe. We actually don't know that. Well, she is married.
She's getting
She can
married.
hold up for Kip Sabian.
She got a platinum blonde hairdo. She a hoe. Go ahead, Ceizar.
With red lipstick. Yeah, she definitely.
Fair enough.
And leather pants. Yeah, she hoeing. She hoeing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Her gimmick is a. Are they whipping these crackers like roots?
Oh, you're on.
What?
Okay, we're
What?
about the main event. Oh, it gets rough. It gets rough.
What the fuck
it's
did I just hear
real.
you say?
It's getting real out here.
Real quick.
I like that I have no
Anna-
context where Ceizar's yelling right now. I'm just
Anna and Penelope, fine match. You got to keep the feud going. Going to lead to probably a good tag match with Tay Conti and them, and fuck shit's going to ensue. And yeah, they keep knucking these bitches. Shit is I ain't never seen bitches get nucked. This is good shit here, pal. Then Dark Order's probably going to break up. Evil Uno didn't like get in the ring with the rest of them. And Stu was trying to get him back. Cole Cabana trying to play Peacemaker and whatnot. Yeah, Hangman's going to come back and rule last win the title. All right.
Oh yeah, apparently this is Anna Jay's 24th ever match.
Ever.
Which is insane.
The only way Dark Order is going to get some wins is if they fight each other.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw the fucking graphic on Dynamite for the dark results. I see Dark Order's like, I think like 5 and someone else defeated Dark Order's
Grayson, yeah, 5 and 10, 5 and dime.
Like, imagine you weren't paying attention. You have no idea. Like, why are they fighting each other? Like, what?
So
Gotta get the wins up.
before the main event, they smash cut to Little Woozy in the crowd. The main event, lights out match. It's Mox and Eddie versus Murder Hawk and Suzuki. Of course, Justin Roberts has to explain everything about the lights out match. They're not responsible for whatever happens. Whatever.
Why is there a ref?
Archer goes back to my favorite thing he does ever. He starts fucking attacking random people around the ring. I love it. New Japan Pro Wrestling ads pop up in the corner. Suzuki and Mox chair duel on ramp. Suzuki allows Eddie to chop him. Suzuki laughs off his chops. Eddie then just, no, that's later. Eddie gets a table set in the corner. Suzuki kicks Eddie through it. Murder Hawk attacks ring crew again, piles them up in same place, and then tosses Mox out of the ring on top of them.
Choke slams Mox.
Murder Hawk wraps belt around Mox's neck and then tosses his ass over the top rope, fucking hanging him like Robin Williams.
Oh my God, Mangria.
400th commercial break, no picture-in-picture. Back from break, Mox hands tied behind his back with duct tape. Murder Hawk and Suzuki torturing Mox, whipping, submissions, trash can lid attack, choking. Mox then spits on Suzuki, and Suzuki bites him, of course.
Yeah.
Eddie eventually fends off Suzuki, chops Murder Hawk. Murder Hawk flips him off. Eddie then just thumbs him in the eye. That was pretty funny. Are you done with the match, Ceizar? Because I'm about to spoil it.
No, you're like, I think you're right at the part I'm at.
Okay, I'm gonna let you. Let's get Ceizar's live reaction to what's about to happen.
Hey, Eddie's machine gun chopping the shit out of Murder Hawk in the corner.
I want Ceizar's commentary.
That.
Let's relax and hear Ceizar's commentary.
Oh man, so sit back and let him do the work.
All right, so Eddie dumped Murder Hawk, the cat killing nigga is behind Eddie, chokes his crack ass. Murder Hawk,
cat killer.
Watch him get choked. Oh, hits him with that Murder Hawk fuck shit. Spins him around. That Corbin shit, whatever you call that dumb shit. Eddie's out. Mox is still hands on. He's beating Mox in the corner, giving him the boots. Why is he choking Mox out? Mox can't breathe worth shit. He's been hung twice. Oh shit, they got chairs. They got chairs in the ring. Cat eaters throwing mad chairs in the ring. Murder Hawk's just stomping people out. Eddie's still down. Mox is hand tied. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Okay.
Can we get Ceizar firmly on commentary?
Don't worry, I got this. Picking up Eddie. Oh, a chair's like set right in the ring. They throw this crap on the back of this chair. I'm fucking out. Oh, 2 chairs back to back. Oh, he's gonna hit that Murder Hawk fuck shit on the top of the chairs. Nope. Yep. Picking his dumb ass up. Reach his head that cracker.
Wait for it.
Break his ass.
Wait for it.
What the fuck? Why are they looking at the ramp? All right, somebody must be coming up because I got it on mute. I can't hear the music. Homicide? This dead nigga? They actually said homicide on the ramp. Oh, he came out of the crowd. He's got a mask on. He must have COVID. Now he's got the chair. He's beating up the cat eater. He's beating up Murder Hawk. Get that cracker with the chair. He dropped the chair because he's old. Crack Murder Hawk with it. He's acting like he's real. He ain't hurt. This nigga got some scissors. He's cutting Mox free. All right, Mox is technically free. He still got the scissors. Cat eater's fucking up homicide now. Jumps his ass. It's not really homicide. We didn't see his face. I didn't see his face. This could be some random old man. All right, Mox has still got his hands behind his back like he's playing or something. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Oh, is he gonna power drive this nigga on the chair? Yeah, he did. Nope. Fuck shit. Mox with the paradigm shift on the chair. Murder Hawk. Chokeslam his dead ass. Nope. Eddie's up now. Spinning back fist. Beat this big nigga. Spinning back fist again. Kick this nigga in the teeth. Nope. He's back up again because he's on roids. Paradigm shift on some other shit. Mox fell on the belt. They should whoop his ass with the belt. Oh, you can see his face now. It's homicide. All right, they got the chair, the trash can. Now they're beating homicide with it. Can somebody go for a pin? And 2 finishers. 4 finishers. His head's in it now. His head's in the trash can. Eddie's got the kendo stick. He flicked off somebody. Oh, the ref. He's beating the trash can with the kendo stick. Like this shit is doing something. Murder Hawk's just jumping around, humping the ring, acting like this shit hurts. All right, this is getting boring. Fast forward. That's all he's doing is hitting the thing. He broke the kendo stick. Now he's still hitting him with it. Kendo stick is literally like in 3 pieces. He threw it, almost hit somebody in the crowd, and he goes for the pin. It's a lights out match. How do you pin somebody? All right, Eddie and them crackers on. And Mox is still fighting the cat eater outside. Throwing blows.
It's either
Right in front of the crowd.
perfect shit sandwich or cat eating N-word. That's the name of this episode.
You better not make it cat eating that. You better not say that.
N-word. No. That was pretty entertaining, Ceizar.
You should be on commentary full time. You're almost as good as Mark Henry.
Almost. Now they're all hugging. They're all hugging.
Commentated like that.
They're all hugging in the ring.
Oh my god! If
Homicide
Mark Henry
clapping.
commentated like he probably talks to his friends, oh man.
That would be gold. All right, and it went off my DVR show.
What did you think of the match, Ceizar?
That shit was some trash. That shit was
Good
a car
Lord.
wreck. It was some car wreck. It was basically a car wreck trash. Gretzky, you can skip that whole main event. That was the worst main event
No, I'm gonna put it on and mute it so I can have your commentary on for the last part of it.
for the last 5 minutes. Yeah. I mean,
Ceizar, where is Homicide from?
he's just some
Yeah.
old school shit from New York. He's a fucking old, just like a Nick Gage kind of guy.
He was
He's
LAX,
Yeah,
He was
he is an
LAX.
LAX. Sorry, yeah, he was an
Oh.
LAX back in the day. So,
which
yeah, it
is
was
Santana
Conan.
Ortiz.
Yeah, Santana Ortiz, Conan, and Homicide.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But they played it off like he's Eddie Kingston's friend instead of
Yeah.
in LAX with fucking Santana and Ortiz. So I guess maybe this crack is all elite now, and he'll get a contract. He'll bring his dead old ass around for a couple matches. I don't know.
That's why Conan didn't come out and start talking about crime rates.
Yeah. Always works. It gets the ratings up.
Well, gentlemen, let's move on to the A show of the week. It's NXT
2.0.
2.0.
2.0.
NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa in ring
2.0.
blood of 2.0 addresses them, says the fans are the heartbeat of NXT, and he even says NXT is the A show. Cameron Grimes comes out. Joe Gacy interrupts.
Yep.
LA Knight,
My new favorite.
Odyssey interrupts. Dunn and Holland out. Ciampa punches Dunn in the mouth. A Donnybrook breaks out, gentlemen.
I've seen it.
Braun and Ciampa are the last two in the ring. Then they smash cut to a cat fight backstage. It's pandemonium. What'd you guys think of the chaotic start of NXT? Bretsky.
I liked it, except for the fact that I never got an explanation as to why all those guys were out there in the first place. Like, I was waiting for him to. I was waiting for him to say like, "Oh, Ciampa wanted us all out here because he's a new champion. We're all the new blood." Also, Carmelo Hayes isn't exactly new blood. Like,
I just
he kinda-
lose that.
I'm sorry. The disrespect on my end. Wednesday isn't exactly the newest of bloods. There, but no, it was chaos. It was pandemonium, and my poor boy Joe Gacy, my poor man, I will never be seen or heard from again after this week. Which we'll get to. But man, no, this is how some of these guys are. You gotta start to show sometimes with chaos. And also, we get to the end where it's Braun Breaker and Ciampa standing tall, and they challenge them for the tag team match later that night, which is the main event. Which sometimes you gotta do. You gotta have something at the start of the show, then say that there's gonna be something from that at the end of the show to keep my interest. I want to see that tag match, so I'm gonna stay for the whole show. So there you go. I liked it. Other than the fact that it didn't exactly say why everyone was out there.
Ceizar, thoughts on the opening chaos?
Yeah. Ciampa was just talking for like 10 minutes, and he was like, "You got these new breeds out here." Yeah, for what? Like, motherfucker, for what? The best part was still somebody was like, who's a new thick boy? Who's a black thick boy?
Odyssey Jones.
Yeah, Odyssey was like, "Hey, LA Knight." And he was like, "Yeah."
yeah.
That's the best part. That was the best part of all that dumb shit. He answers the mic like that.
LA Knight, yeah.
Yo, LA Knight, yeah. It's like, "You lost twice in the same week, ho." And he was so like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
That's the best part of that whole fuckery.
I real quick, Odyssey Jones was on After the Bell a couple weeks back, and they were like, "Oh, how you got pretty over pretty quickly. It's pretty hard to do." And like Odyssey Jones just goes, "Yeah, well, during the initial stages of the pandemic era, I was working. I was still in the training, so I was working. I was walking around with all the guys, and all the fans were the same people. So I got them to like me when I was working security, and then I debuted, and they all cheered for me."
That's pretty cool.
That crack is playing checkers.
Yeah, he's smart, dude.
Playing
Because
chess.
if I don't know who you are, I see people going wild for you, I'm gonna go wild for you. That man's smart.
You're just gonna blend in with the crowd. Sure, let's cheer for this guy.
Up next, the Diamond Mine is out for Roddy's match for the Cruiserweight Championship. It's
Those
Kushida
bodies.
versus
Whoa.
Roddy Strong. Great catch as
Best manager in the
can to
game.
start these
Oh, yeah.
seemingly equal. Kushida starts targeting the arm of Roddy. Commercial, no picture-in-picture. Kushida is quicker than the hiccup. Great strikes, also continuing the work to Roddy's left arm. Kushida locked in hoverboard lock and held it in for a while, which is what should have happened to Ruby. But I digress. Till Malcolm Bivens placed Roddy's foot on the ropes.
Goat.
While
Goat
Bivens
manager.
distracts the ref, Diamond Mine attack Kushida. Roddy ends the match with devastating backbreaker. New Cruiserweight champ. The end of Heartache, by the way.
Yeah.
New Cruiserweight champion. Wow, you know, I was kind of disappointed that Kushida lost it like this because he was a good Cruiserweight champion. I know the numbers game came into play, but Kushida's better than that. I guess we want Diamond Mine to have
Some stroke.
Going into this new NXT 2.0. But Ceizar, what were your thoughts on the Cruiserweight Championship match?
Yeah, no, it was this was a really good match, like we knew it was gonna be. Fucking free money. Here we go. Some fucking free money because they could have had this match at a pay-per-view, but they hit a little bit harder. She'd got a 5-month run, and he put on some. There was times where he got, he was wrestling every week, doing open challenges, and had some great matches. They want Diamond Mine to have a little bit of stroke. And yeah, it kind of sucks because Kushida's great. Where does he go from here? He match, does he build it back up? He'll fuck with Swerve.
Him and Swerve.
Swerving the little cocaine cowboys in them. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's fuck with Elgato and Swerve. I wouldn't be mad at that shit either. But yeah, this was a really good match. Yeah, the free Craig crackers outside, holding him up while old girl with all that body jumping off the top, and then fucking Bivens with that Twitter post holding the fucking title.
Oh, so good.
God damn, that man's good. That man's good no matter what he does. I really like the match. The ending was either way for me because I like Roddy and I like Kushida. So it was real good.
Brett, I mean, I was not a fan of Kushida when he first came. And then Kushida started becoming aggressive Kushida, if you remember. He was whooping ass. He took the belt off of Santos. The Cruiserweight Championship belt off of Santos. He was on a roll. Then he loses to Kyle O'Reilly. And now he loses to Roddy Strong. I'm a little disappointed about this, but what were your thoughts on the Cruiserweight Championship match?
I enjoyed the hell out of it. I mean, obviously it was not the best opening match of the night because of the week, I mean. But yeah, it was still really fucking good. I mean, you got two consummate pros in there, so how is it not gonna be good? I like that Roddy won. I think Roddy absolutely should have won and he deserved to win. Which also makes him now an NXT championship away from becoming the first true Grand Slam champion of this era.
Well,
Of this era.
Championship.
Shut up. We're not.
Adrian.
He's not Andy. Shut up.
Yeah, he's gonna switch over. I recognize it's her. Wow, backbreaker. Give me that belt.
Oh, and
Do it.
Radina Strong. But no, this was great, and yeah, Bivens honestly is fucking great. He also he has a whole Twitter thing with Xia Li, how he just simps for Xia Li,
Nice.
which is hilarious. And so I think Xia Li tweeted, he retweeted yesterday, like them taking pictures in the back of him with champagne and like her like giving him a hug, like, "Are you happy now?" And he just goes, "Yes." but the tripod advocates following people on Twitter. Malcolm Bivens is the greatest follow on Twitter. I would say he's the greatest follow on Twitter. He's fucking hilarious. This was such a good match. I agree. I get what you're saying, Mangria, with the booking of Kushida, but he's someone who can bounce back from it. Obviously, he's well liked, so he's a reliable hand. So I feel like he could probably just go. He probably will keep feuding with Diamond Mine for a little bit with the the numbers game advantage, all that stuff. Maybe maybe fucking MSK comes back out like, oh yeah, we'll help you out. We'll do another 6-man thing, right? That was fun last time. And yeah, but I think Roddy absolutely deserved it. Mad props to Roddy. He fucking earned it. And I'm glad they're actually, because Diamond Mine got off to a rocky start when they, released 3 guys who were supposed to be in it. And then before they debuted, they released them. And then they debuted and they released, fucking Tyler Rust. But they're staying strong. I love the Creed brothers. I love that body.
That body.
Got fucking Asian dude, I forget his name, who's just stoic in the corner all the time, which is great. Roddy's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And you got Malcolm Bivens, who's the best manager in the game. So yeah, mad props to them, and I'm glad he got the win.
What are you listening to, Ceizar?
Malcolm Bivens is the GOAT. That nigga put the fucking Michael Jordan crying with the trophy next to the Zia Lee post.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, I knew it was something funny.
He's the GOAT. He's the fucking GOAT.
I remember when Kushida first won the Cruiserweight Championship, like everybody was on Twitter like, oh, he left New Japan because he didn't want to be in the Cruiserweight division, and then he got the Cruiserweight title. So maybe it's a good thing for Kushida in the end to move on. I don't know. We'll see. But moving on. Grayson Wallace, Normal Dexter comes out and challenges Roddy to a match next week. Tony D'Angelo, Brett's future favorite.
Tony. Young Tony.
Future favorite, already favorite.
Cuts another.
Yeah, that's Young Tony.
Coming soon.
I'm here on the Ducks.
We get KLR versus Amari Miller. Briggs and Jensen bar fight promo.
Love that.
Apparently, KLR was the longest reigning women's champion in modern history. She easily wins with the gory bomb. Real quick, Bretsky, your thoughts on Normal Dexter challenging Roddy, Tony D'Angelo, KLR, Amari Miller, and the bar fight promo.
So, all right. So Grayson Waller comes out. I think it's good. I mean, it was a little weirdly done. Malcolm Bivens, of course, had the great comeback. Talk to your dad. But no, it was, I'm fine with it.
Shut up.
I'm absolutely fine with it. I mean, from all accounts, he's good. He's a good worker. Can go in the ring. He's Aussie, so I believe he's Aussie at least. So yeah, I mean, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by it, and I like a Barrett on commentary. Oi! Finally, we have a fighting champion. Then what was next? Tony D'Angelo, my favorite. He's my favorite wrestler of all time.
Young Tony.
I'm here on the Ducks.
I'm on the Ducks here, Young Tony.
Your family and how you make money. Now it's in my career in WWE. Oh,
Young Tony's so great. Young Tony is great.
Oh, he's got to come out. He's got to have fucking hit people with fucking prosciutto and all this fucking
frozen prosciutto.
Yeah. It's like Ribby with the baguette in APW. He comes out.
See, fuck Rich Holland. This guy should be coming out with a fucking tire iron hitting bitches in the kneecaps.
Yes, right? No, I really hope that he has a fucking this is what Retribution should have been. He should have led Retribution and just had him do hits for him.
Yeah.
I am all in. I am all fucking in on Tony D'Angelo. I don't care if he can't wrestle for shit. I am all in on Tony D'Angelo. I don't give a fuck.
He's got to come up with a shiv fuel cue or some shit.
Yes.
Bitches with it. Oh,
or like after he gets out of the ring, like he goes up to Barrett, like, hey, I'm collecting that bet you made.
Yeah. He puts his hat down, gets his hat.
Like Barrett's always betting on the fucking heels. He always loses. Like he comes out, that's just not his. No, I'm here to collect.
Yeah, here to collect. He's Young Tony.
No, I want to know what his entrance music is. I am all fucking in on Tony D'Angelo.
Gonna be some fucking Godfather sounding fuck shit.
Oh, I hope so. And
Kaylee
Ray.
Yeah, before the match, give us your thoughts on the bar fight promo between Briggs and Jensen.
I love this. They're APA without the fucking cigars. Like, it gives me a reason to care about them. So I actually enjoyed the hell of it. And Barrett obviously going, oh, I don't know. I never made a friend in a bar fight. I've been in a lot of them.
Fucking Big Dick Vic. You have any friends?
But no, I think it's good. Like last week I was like, who are these Briggs and Jensen guys? I mean, they seem interesting, but like, why do I care about them? And they had the little promo in the corner. But no, this is cool. I mean, it's if they acknowledge that fucking Briggs was in the tournament, then it's a cool story. It's fun, you know. It gives it. They're just two fucking Southern boys who like to fight. So it's like I said, modern day APA. So it's essentially when you get down to the bare bones of it. So I'm all here for it. Maybe gives a character.
KLR's quick win.
Yeah, don't really care. I mean, I'm a fan of Kaylee Ray. But this Amari chick does nothing for me. Her promo is like, I'm the best. I was a cheerleader and I was all these athletes and I'm gonna try my best to win. Like, I don't care. Fuck you. Like they get that shit out of here. I don't care about that. What's your motive? Like what why do you want to come out here and win? And Kaylee Ray just beat her. So I'm a fan of Kaylee Ray. Hope she does great things in NXT.
Ceizar, your thoughts on Grayson Wallace, who looks like Dexter Loomis before
Waller, the disrespect. It's Waller.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Michael Bivens stole the show there. We know. Michael Bivens stole the show. He's great. This crack is just some cracker. I gotta use all these new crackers popping up every week on fucking NXT.
Your thoughts on Tony D'Angelo?
Young Tony, man, he good. I'm down with Young Tony. He's come up with the pool cue and shank a bitch in the showers and hit a cracker in the kneecaps, and then Young Tony gonna be legit. And the frozen prosciutto. Hit somebody with the frozen prosciutto. I'm with Young Tony.
Oh, imagine a promo with him and Santos.
Oh, that shit would be.
Oh my god.
The cracker version of APA.
Yeah, they just keep whitewashing tag teams. First they whitewashed what's the motherfuckers with Seth Rollins I used to hate? Authors of Trash. Yeah, they whitewashed Authors of Trash with the Cree brothers. Now they're whitewashing APA. Well, APA was half white anyway. But anyway, whitewashing them crackers. Yeah, if they don't start drinking on air, I'm gonna lose patience, because if you're gonna be in bar fights and drinking bars, you gotta be drinking. So if they're not in the back drinking, if they're not in the ring drinking or hitting crackers with beer bottles like Beer Money used to, then I'm gonna lose interest.
Oh, Beer Money was so good.
Beer Money was real good.
Fucking good.
When do you guys drink? You say you go to bars and get in fights. When do you guys drink? I ain't see no drink. I ain't see nobody drinking. I want to see y'all getting in fights at bars and drinking. That's what I want to see.
Thoughts on KLR's quick win?
Yeah, don't nobody care. Versus who? Watered down Bianca Belair? I do all athletes.
This would not be on the Hulu cut.
Yeah, fuck this bitch.
Uh,
And I meant to call that hoe a bitch.
Whoa.
There was
Okay.
a Braun Breaker, Tommaso Ciampa interaction. I wasn't paying attention. Some dude attacked for trying to enter the building before chicks.
Yeah, another new guy. This is watered down Damian Priest, because he was rolling with two hoes, and then they were talking, and then the hoes want to see him in the ring, and then he was getting the door, being a gentleman, I guess. And then some other crackers like perfectly walking around, and you knew he's gonna get his ass whooped. So now they're gonna be in a match on next Tuesday. Yeah, okay.
Ceizar covered it. We get Dante Chen from Singapore versus Ginger Snap.
Great music. Great music.
Chen reverses inside cradle into front attempted suplex. I didn't even know how to write this. It was so unique. Chen reverses inside cradle into like a front attempted suplex package bomb, modified wing clipper. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what it looked like.
It was very quick, but Dante Chen picks up the win. Andre Chase teaching a class.
Yes, love this. Love this.
He is showing the mistakes of Odyssey Jones. Student points out that Chase lost to Odyssey in first round of breakout tournament. Andre then goes, "Get up!" Cameron Grimes start a short video package of him flashing that money and that the Hormels just all over his fucking chest.
Chili meat. Yeah.
Before I get on to my favorite segment of the night, I'm gonna get your guys' thoughts on Dante Chen versus Ginger Snaps. Ceizar.
Yeah, it was quick.
It was very quick.
Yeah.
Andre Chase teaching a class.
This guy's funny. He's really entertaining. I don't know. It's like, he's like a 2 point. He's a better version of somebody. Like Matt, was Matt Striker teaching classes at one point?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like a funnier Matt Striker. So I look forward to seeing this crack.
Well, Brett, NXT really likes the teacher in the class format. As you remember, Timothy Thatcher had his dentures. What were your thoughts on Dante Chen's quick match and Andre Chase teaching a class?
I'm a big fan of Dante Chen. I mean, the inverted whatever, like modified wing flipper.
Yeah.
Like even the announcers like, what? That was a move. Like I've never seen that, and to have something that no one's ever seen before now, tough. Dude has awesome music. I love the entrance gear. Loved all the look. They feel like they're pushing this guy a lot, and I'm all for it. I'm a fan. He made me a fan.
May I ask why you're such a fan of Andre Chase?
Dude's awesome. Dude slept during a wedding. Did somebody say Andre Chase when no one said Andre Chase? That shit is hilarious. He's what Drew Gulak should have been. With the PowerPoint presentations.
Man,
that's what
Drew.
Drew.
A bunch of teacher-student things and
Dude, Andre Chase, fucking, you left out the best part of this, which is he's like, "What's your name, Steve?" And then we got to Barrett on commentary. Steve, get out! I hope he gets kicked out for insolence, Steve. And then Beth starts laughing. No, this is great. I'm a big fan of Andre Chase. I hope this dude gets pushed to the moon. Like this guy is fucking awesome. The whole the stupid Chase U shirt. I want to buy it. I'm all on the fucking Andre Chase train. I'm on that.
You know, I would criticize Bresky, but this motherfucker has called so many guys that have been great. I'm not gonna say a word. He's probably gonna be great. So my favorite part of the whole night, Joe Gacy is in ring and says it's a
Rest
safe
in peace,
day.
Joe Gacy.
He's a woke pussy. Cameron Grimes versus Joe Gacy, who definitely needs to be in the Fudget Club. I'm blown away on how Joe Gacy is a perfect fit for the Fudget Club. Real quick, I had to take a page out of Spoiler Cynic Jones. That's for you, Taz. I immediately had to bring this up in the chat about how Joe Gacy is Thank Chris Jr. He wore the same gear, the same clothes. He had the whole woke gimmick. I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. And then the sad news.
I had no idea what you were
the
talking about when you wrote that.
Same here.
I was like, what the fuck is he talking
I'm blown away. Oh yeah. Fudget Club gear gimmick. Grimes wins with the cave-in. Gacy then hugs Grimes. But Grimes was creeped out by this whole thing. And as I posted earlier, I guess because of the mainstream coverage that it got from they called WWE left wing. So because
they called them right wing. They called them right wing.
Right wing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're making fun of woke people.
Because I think like Fox saw it and they're like, oh, it's pretty funny, and then they moved on and they're like, oh no. Like they're fucking on mainstream news now. Fuck. They don't want to deal with that shit.
They pulled all references from Joe Gacy's promo. And the only thing that's left of it, I think, is the DVR. If you DVR'd it, you can still see it again.
No, it's on Peacock. Because I was worried. And because you mentioned that they were getting rid of it, and I was confused. I hadn't watched NXT yet. And I looked it up, and I see like, oh, this guy had a PC gimmick. I was laughing at it, and I was like, oh man, I hope it's still on Peacock. But it is. It's all on Peacock still. So hopefully they don't take that down.
What did you think, Bretsky?
I loved it. Like, there's a line for like political gimmicks and socio-political gimmicks in wrestling, but man, he played it so well. Apparently the dude's a former CZW guy, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah.
So, but no, like obviously if he comes out in like a fucking like Joe Biden hat or something like that, it's like, okay, like that's too much. But the dude's like, he comes out like as, because that's someone that like everyone can agree is like annoying. It's like whether you agree with the politics or not doesn't matter. It's someone who's like, whether it's on left, right, center, anything like that, you take something too far. It was like, fuck you, dude. You're annoying. Like no matter what.
Yeah. Everybody hates woke warriors. Everybody hates woke warriors.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And you talk to anyone like, no, they don't represent anyone.
Yeah. They're just trying to be woke. We canceling this person. Shut your
This
bitch
man,
ass up.
this man was like, he did it so well. Then Grimes at the end, like he was like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
He was fucking so funny. But no, he played it so well. He was getting boos. He was great. Everyone fucking hates those guys. It's such easy heat. Oh my, it would have been so good to see him like go to fucking Champa when he's like throwing chairs around. Like Tommaso, I'm here to help. I'm here to resolve your
Oh
conflict.
my God, I can just see it now. Tommaso, this is a safe place. Oh man, God, that motherfucker would have thrown 18 chairs and thrown that dude with him.
Caesar, what were your thoughts on this? Woke.
Oh.
No, I thought this was really funny. This wasn't my favorite moment of the night. There was one part of the night I had to rewind twice. So I was laughing.
Oh, I know what you're
that hard.
talking about.
I was
Let
on
me
the-
ask you,
God-
was it Wade Barrett?
You know it was Wade Barrett.
Yes, I know
man.
exactly what
You
you're
know it
talking
was
about.
Wade Barrett. I was on the floor, especially Wade, Big Dick Vic, and Reverend Betty, as her Twitter
Oh.
handle says.
When
Looked
Betty
at it.
looked at him,
Oh my God, I was on the floor. On the floor, Ryan. But no, this was really, really good. If Wade Barrett wouldn't have said what he said, this would have been the top funniest moment of NXT.
Up next, we get a wedding recap.
Here we
Next
go.
week, we get the honeymoon. Juanita Green Card, Elektra Lopez with Brown Order out. White Khali video package, Von Wagner. What's her name? Anna Shear? Anna? Whoa. Versus Elektra. Elektra with that dunk though. Damn.
Don't
Wins with the sit out bomb. That body.
boy.
That body.
that
looks like,
body.
that body looks like it could take a good chorizo pounding. Face resembles Straight Sonya a little bit. She talked trash to B-Fab Fine on mic. Hit row out. Cat fight ensues. In the backstage, Ginger Snap's girlfriend, Cora Jade, greets
This
him
is stupid.
by
He's getting some puss.
and makes out with him.
I didn't think it was possible.
They made a big deal about making this relationship public. I don't know. I didn't give a
Yeah.
shit.
They're banging in real life.
Caesar, your thoughts on Elektra
Good
Lopez
for him.
versus Anna Shear?
Well,
Well-
first of all, you skipped over the best moment of NXT,
What
the
happened?
wedding recap.
Oh,
And then Wade Barrett says, thank God he got some oral skills before he went on his honeymoon. And Beth and Sick Dick Vic just go. And he's sitting there like, what?
No. Then he goes.
He speaks now. It's weird if she went on a honeymoon and he didn't talk.
It would be awkward if they were quiet on the honeymoon.
Honeymoon, yeah. And he's like, but he was just like, he said it and it was just like,
And then Beth turns to the camera and just goes,
yeah. He was like, he said it and he was just staring at the camera like, what? Oi. Awkward. And yeah, and then Big Dick Vic like laughs and goes, well, I mean, I guess he's right.
and
But,
Beth in her mind was thinking, yeah, he's right.
Beth in her mind was like, get this motherfucker off the table. Yeah, whatever the Spanish words that bitch was saying, the queen of the cocaine cowboys, you know. She out here talking that trash to B-Fab Fine and putting everybody on notice. Out here with that thick old body, showing off that body, beat the brakes out of that heifer in the ring.
that don't.
That girl thinking in a bowl of oatmeal with a snicker in it. God damn, that girl.
Ooh.
That boy thick. 3 C's, 100 cc's of thick in that ass. That's what that bitch is. God damn. Not to call her. No, respect to her. Not to call her.
Of course.
Fuck that
Wait,
other bitch.
wait,
She
Cesar.
earned my respect.
Odyssey Jones versus two jobbers. That's the only note I took on that because he
Bruh.
just murdered him.
He murdered them. No, come on, say it right. He murdered them.
Murdered those motherfuckers.
Oh man, I was hoping we were gonna get something from Wade when he got his big ass up on the rope. I was yelling tsunami.
Tsunami.
Get a black tsunami. Yell that shit over here. But
You
yeah,
know what he should have said? Darkness spreading. Oi.
yeah. What did Wade say? He goes, "This suit's making me look sick. I can't."
Oh, yeah, I'm
stand
getting a
this.
migraine.
Better Margaret looking at this Odyssey Jones thing.
Hey, a person
He's the
with last
best.
name Jones. There we go. Can't
Yeah.
mess that one up.
Can we get Wade Barrett for commentator of the year?
Yeah.
He should be.
Well, no, man. JR not saying shit and messing up.
That's
got my
true.
vote.
That's true.
He's got my vote. He's got my God. But Wade Barrett, man, what Wade have? He's got Spotify. He's trying
Yeah,
to
Spotify alone. Spotify alone.
Oi.
The shit, oi, and then
Tsunami.
Wade, what are you doing with your phone up? Trying to get Maggie's number. What do you mean?
No, and later when the fucking toxic attraction comes out, well, they are fine.
They all fine, yeah. He's not wrong.
Bretsky, Electra
Oh.
Lopez versus Anna Shear.
Oh,
First, I do want to say I had to rewind. I was sitting just in my room, like trying to be quiet, keeping everything down, like when I was watching NXT because it was late at night. I yelled out loud, "What the fuck did this man Barrett just say?"
yeah,
and rewound it.
I had to rewind it.
But no, yeah, the first lady of Legado del Fantasma. Yeah, look at that body. Yeah, she impressed. Man, it's like when I say someone who's like a rookie, and it usually turns out to be that they're good if I like them. Ceizar starts going around on these hoes Instagram, not calling no bitch, and they get pushed to the moon. So
They
there
get
you
pushed to the
go.
moon. Jesus Christ.
No,
Girl,
good for her. I loved the cat fight part. I loved everything. Hit Rosa, some of the best entrance music in the game.
Don't know, now you know.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Just a quick little way for her to get a win.
Odyssey Jones murdering the jobbers.
Well, Andre Chase was a part of it. So
Yeah, at the
no,
end.
there's another Wade line. Yeah, oh, Andre Chase is very smart. Then later he goes in with a chair. Odyssey fucking destroys that chair, by the way,
Yeah.
which we have not noted on. Then he rolls out of the ring. I thought you said he was smart. Oh, he is. He
Got out of the ring.
No, he ran to the ring. Oh, but he got out, didn't he?
Oh my God,
Up next,
fucking Wade.
Robert Stone, Frankie confronted.
Oh, this was
Paul
funny.
by Straight Sonya. Straight Sonya sets up match for next week for next week's NXT. It's for the women's championship. New chick gets in Frankie's face, debuting next week as well. I didn't catch her name. You guys catch the segment?
She had a
talk show.
something with something with a K or something.
No, it was like someone with an L.
Was it an L?
I'm going to
yeah.
NXT.
Yeah,
I'm going to NXT's
lashing
Instagram.
Lashing out.
with L Lash or some shit like that.
I'm
Her name
looking.
starts with L. Yeah,
I'm going to NXT's Instagram right now.
yeah. Some other
I
bitch
can't.
talking that trash. But yeah, Robert Stone getting scared.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I just went on Instagram in the search bar, and I see an interaction that comes up on my recommended. Becky Lynch tweeted, 26 seconds. Sunday won't be any different. And Bianca Belair tweeted back, you pride yourself on 26 seconds, but I heard that's how long Seth took.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I had to drop for that. That's too
Dragging
fucking good.
husbands into this? Nice.
Becky just got that smoke.
Oh,
Yeah, she finna get that smoke.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's like lashing out. Robert Stone getting scared when Raquel came around the corner and he's like,
yo,
running behind Frankie.
she fucking jumped.
Yeah, she's like, don't worry, Preciousito. I was like, why'd you call him Precious? Little precious ass bitch. Oh my God, that shit was funny. Robert Stone never disappoints in being a little bitch. He never disappoints being a little bitch. But yeah, I don't know what this girl name. I know it says Lashing Out. New talk show Lashing Out. So I guess her name is Lash something. I don't know.
I'm trying
Should
to
be all right.
find it.
Well, real quick, Andre Chase comes out to distract Odyssey. Odyssey.
Damn right he does.
Oh, the Robert Stone thing was before the match. Okay, I see what I did there.
Okay.
Andre Chase comes out to distract Odyssey. Odyssey stacks up and curse splats them. That's what he said. They said curse splat on fucking commentary.
Jesus Christ.
Andre tries to attack with chair. Chair broke. And Bretsky, did you find her name?
Trying to find it. I still can't find it.
Okay, it's not that important. Up next, Carmelo Hayes talking trash to New Blood in back.
Lash Legend.
Keeping
That's
Lash
yeah,
Legend?
yeah.
Lash Legend.
That's
Yep.
a pretty name. Keeping options open. A Toxic Attraction walk by and give everyone wood.
That was so funny. Fucking
Toxic
trick.
Attraction dressed TVMA out to the ring. Welcome to NXT Cribs. Ika Manjiro shows off his collection of coats. Mandy explains what's up and why she's in NXT. The crowd was dead silent. Most of them taking pictures of these chicks for beat off material later.
You damn right.
Gigi looking like the daughter of Chucky. JC with them horse teeth. They want the tag team gold. EO and Zoe backstage.
Zio.
EO don't like them. The
Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk version of Jasmine from Aladdin approaches and says she wants Indy's best friend. Oh, she's Indy's best friend, and they want their shot after she's done chugging Godcock.
She said that. She said that on NXT TV.
What the fuck is wrong with you? How drunk were you?
Oh, that's some good shit, pal. All right.
Mangria popping himself.
He popped himself sober. Drunk
What do
and
you
popped
think
sober.
of Carmelo Wednesday talking trash to the new blood, keeping options open, and Toxic Attraction, making 6 to midnight all around?
I gotta find a new nickname for these two assholes. I'll work on it.
Yeah. Dude, fucking Trick going.
Let's play off the days of the week. You're confusing the fuck out of me.
Well, it's Wednesday and Thursday, but
Tuesday.
the new guy, I'm calling him Queso because he looks like a watered down version of Quavo from the Migos with the braids. So I'm calling him Queso. Guy with the cheetah print is definitely Queso. And I gotta think about another rapper, R&B singer Carmelo Hayes looks like.
Oh man.
Next week.
No, yeah. I'm a fan of the Trick and Mellow pairing. And Trick going, damn, that's hilarious.
He took off his shades. Look at them bitches.
And Mello put his shades on to look at them. Gigi with the fucking push-up bra. Everyone was looking good. Mandy had one weird word blunder, like we beated or something like that, like some fucking like
awkward. It was an awkward promo.
But other than that, like honestly, people shit on her promo skills, but she's always been fine on the promo, like and she's getting better in ring. Like this was just a weird one. She had a good way to stop the what chance too, which I thought was good. You know, you say what if you don't think I'm the hottest person in here or something like that. But no, it was fine. Like we got to learn more about Toxic Attraction. We have an all-female stable. Mandy has been part of 2 female stables, which is interesting. But they have good entrance music. And yeah, fucking EO and Zio better lose those goddamn titles because I never wanted them to win them in the first place.
Zio.
That's what we're calling them from now on. Like, I hope you know that, man.
That shit's done. That shit's a lock.
Shit, that chick has a really long nickname now. The Incredible Hulk version of Jasmine from Aladdin.
Yeah, we're not calling her that. We're not calling her that.
What was her name? I don't know any of these bitches' names.
I don't know this bitch's name.
I don't know her name either. But I like how it was so weird. Like the fucking an interviewer was like going back and forth with them, like for their conversation. We just hold it in the middle, like it's like. And EO's
talk
like
louder and talk louder. Put the microphone in the middle.
EO's like I don't like them, so yes. And she's like, well, okay, but I don't like them either. But we should talk about it. Like, stop.
Yeah. Do you like them? I don't like them. So we fight.
This is stupid. I hope they lose. They should lose. They shouldn't have won them.
They're gonna be Toxic Attraction or whatever.
Well, Ceizar, speaking of Toxic Attraction, what did you think of this whole segment? Them giving the boys wood and then coming out and spitting words.
Yeah, I watched it on mute.
I don't blame you. Up next, the main event of the night. It's Britt Lesnar and Pete Dunne versus Braun Breaker and Tommaso Ciampa, the NXT champion. Incredible exchange to start with Ciampa and Dunne. Braun, impressive strength, manhandling Holland and Dunne. Dune,
Peter Dune.
With brutal attacks to Ciampa's hands. Ciampa tosses Dune over commentary desk, pats himself on the back, and then ambushed by Holland, leading into the commercial. No picture-in-picture. Braun with the Steiner recliner. That's right. That's what I'm calling it. The Steiner recliner to do the crowd wolves. By the way, that was pretty cool. It's British beef versus American beef. Wade says Holland tried to bring in his club. Kyle O'Reilly attacks, throws him back in the ring. Braun does the Goldberg-like power slam for the win. Ciampa and Braun exchange looks. Ceizar, your thoughts on the main event of the night?
Yeah, this shit was good, man. Coming around on Braun Breaker, not that I hated him, but his match with LA Knight was a little bit quick, so you really see what it is. You can definitely still see he's green. Maybe getting a little bit too overexcited during some moves. Shit, fucking Ciampa throwing that bitch on the table. Sick Vic was like, "Watch out!"
Yo, he hit that watch out.
He hit that watch out real quick, and then fucking was it Peter Dune jumping over? Or no, Rich Holland jumping over to hit Ciampa, and then Vic's like, "Oh, I guess let's calm down." We go, "No, not yet. What the hell?" old sick Vic there, man, had me cracked up. Yep. Kenzie Mitchell chose that penis she wants to ride on for the rest of her life. They say women don't make bad choices. Anyway,
Hey, we like Sick Dick Vic here. We like Sick Dick Vic.
Crickets.
at some point.
He's not as bad as he could be.
Yeah, she should be banging LA Knight.
I like the digs he has that way, like Bretsky brought up earlier. You have friends?
Yeah, friends. Yeah, those are the good parts.
Moments.
Yeah, him and Wade are good.
Yeah. He's a fine middleman. He's a fine plain commentator.
He's for a straight call it guy. He's really good.
Well,
really
Wade, good. Beth, and Vic are great together.
Yeah, them as a trio is great. Like he couldn't handle Jerry Lawler and fucking whoever else was with Byron on Raw.
But remember when it was just him and Beth at some points it was bad. But Wade
Wade is good. Him and Wade is good.
Yeah, him and Wade like complete the whole set.
Yeah.
And it's fucking funny. But no, the match was great. Fucking taking the strap down to get that extra power. You got to be slamming bitches towards the end of the match. Peter Dune still hitting the I like how Peter Dune was wrapping his arms and then kicking him in the shoulder. So yeah, fuck your shoulder is all tuned up. You can't slam your bitch ass around the ring. Good finish. Then he keeps handing Ciampa the title belt in a weird way. I'd hate for him to like be Ciampa's first, victim. We all know Ciampa's got to beat the shit out of somebody. But it does save the top tier guys from having to be that. But no, I wasn't mad or anything at the main event. It was good. I liked it. I got no complaints really.
If Beth, Wade, and Vic's commentary is on 2K22, we're gonna hear some of those matches. They're gonna commentate, and I'm gonna record it for APPW, at least for Sunday Night Ski. But what were your thoughts on the main event?
Dude, I know it's probably a lot for them to do. Actually, realistically, it's not. No, well, it is kind of for them to like give us options for commentators of like having commentary teams, like have the SmackDown team, the Raw team, and the NXT team. Or like you can choose like in the game, like I want the NXT team to commentate. Like that's a lot for them to do, and like, very time consuming and probably a little expensive. But man, that would make it so much better because I don't want to hear fucking. I mean, for a while it was Jerry Lawler saying, "Oh, the Edge get beat." So I don't want to hear that anymore. If we got fucking Sick Dick Vic and Betty Phoenix and fucking Wade Barrett over there, that'd be great. Talking about Drew McIntyre and shit like that, that'd be great. But no, fucking, this was a good match. I am a Braun Breaker fan. I think I said it last week. Like, obviously, like you said, Ceizar, it was a short match, so you can't really tell what someone is made of. But no, I'm a fan, and I agree with everything you said about the title picture. Like, the kid's good. He clearly has a future in business, whether he was a Steiner or not. And so he clearly has a future in the business. So to give him to Ciampa, have him have a good match, and Ciampa beat him right away, and then kind of like have like a passing the torch, like I earned your respect kind of thing. I think you said like it saves some of the top guys or the bigger guys for later dates, later feuds, gives them something else to do and rest. But no, I enjoyed the match too. Like I'm the same way when Vic goes, "Watch out!" Fucking that was a big watch out.
He let the bitch out on that one.
Yeah, that was funny.
I don't think Big Dick Vic was following the script, and he was like, "We should move it." Oh shit! Watch out!
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know that was a part of the match.
Somebody didn't cue him up in the back.
He was, "Oh fuck!"
He was looking at the nudes he got from Kinsey. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Dude, we didn't talk about how good Mackenzie Mitchell looked when she was a bridesmaid.
Oh yeah, she was smoking hot.
Yeah,
I hit it in the closet.
Well, something else I want to bring up from last week is when LA Knight, called Braun Breaker. He goes, "Who's this cross-eyed motherfucker trying to challenge me?" Like every time I see Braun Breaker, I look at his eyes. I'm like, are they really?
Yeah, is he really cross-eyed?
He's got that Shawn Michaels thing going on.
Yeah, LA Knight will have you believe in whatever he says.
Yeah, but he could tell me that I'm 6 foot exactly instead of 6'5", or he could tell me I was a midget, and I would believe him.
Who's this wannabe 6 foot midget trying to challenge me in my rank? Yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, I guess I'm 4'3" now.
Am I 5'11"?
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
it was a fun match.
We have all the wrestling talk out of the way. Incredible week of wrestling. As always, it's always fun to get on here and talk to you guys about it. But now it is time for the plugs. Oh, wait. One note about SmackDown. Montez Ford got a hell of a match on the main event against Roman Reigns, our tribal chief. But that one point, Montez got on the announcer table and was gonna do something, and the fucking announcer table was gonna like it caved in underneath him. And I was hella laughing at it. I thought it was so funny. Montez, like a pro, just went, "Oh well," and then he ran and jumped off the stairs instead. But do you guys have anything you want to talk about SmackDown real quick that you can remember?
No, I haven't finished watching it yet.
I haven't finished either, but I do know I saw the promo Montez Ford cut on Instagram. Man, push that guy. I mean, obviously, don't break up Street Profits because they don't have tag teams at all. But like, but there's going to be a point where you need to put like the IC belt or something on him. Like he's too good.
I guess they finally named Becky's move. They called it getting manhandled, or
no, that's been the manhandle slam. That's been
a thing. I've never really heard him say.
She never really used it. Well, like she used it like once, so like a couple years ago. Dude, I saw also that Becky made like a point. I don't know if it was on Twitter or in the ring or like a promo that she's been champion every single day that she's been active since WrestleMania 35. And I'm like, I thought about it and like, holy shit.
Yeah.
She's right. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon backstage was like, "Oh, for the draft, we gotta get Montez." And who's his tag partner? Tucker? Oh, Dawkins? I don't know. Who gives a shit? Anyway, Montez, he's the man.
Dude, people were freaking out like for no reason over the Survivor Series poster that they're coming out with. Now it's like they have like certain people on different sides of the poster or the W draft thing. And it's like, but you spoiling it. You have Becky on the side that's red. And it's like, bro, she's the SmackDown Women's Champion. Like
champion. She still had the SmackDown belt, you dipshit.
Yeah, like so fucking like Charlotte was in the middle.
Charlotte's in the middle.
It's like what is she gonna be on both shows? Like, I wouldn't mind that.
She's the GM. No. All right, gentlemen, it's time for the plugs. Bretsky, go ahead and say your parts, my friend.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, Mangria, and it's been a pleasure as always to be on the After Party Hangover Tripod Sessions only on Mangria Field's YouTube page. Is it on Spotify or?
I downloaded it. No, yes, yeah.
It's on his Spotify.
Oi, what are you doing on your phone, Wade? Oh, I'm downloading it on Spotify. But no, I hope you guys listening enjoyed or watching whatever enjoyed. If you are watching this, you got up to this point, share it with your friends, share it with your family, tweet it out, retweet it, fucking post it on Instagram on your stories all over the place. Because my man Mangria, I mean, I don't know where he is on the actual screen, but I'm pointing at him for where he is on my screen. There he is. There's that face right there that everyone knows and loves. He puts in all the effort and all the work into this and After Pro Wrestling and all that stuff. So give him some love. Subscribe to the channel, Mangria Fueled on YouTube. Watch JPPW, After Pro Wrestling, where there may be a new champion that I correspond with quite frequently. I think Dynamite, you said it's coming back next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Dynamite come back next week. Dynamite is a weekly, most of the time weekly show leading up to the pay-per-views. Recently, the last show actually was Summerfest. So that was a pay-per-view. Go check that out because they're fucking awesome. It's basically all of us, and a bunch of other characters making real life promos and having W2K20 with all of its glory, playing out the matches with Mangria on commentary and all this other fun shit. So go check it out. It's always a blast to watch.
It's 10 cunts on commentary.
Of course, I'm sorry. I confuse them sometimes. They're both jackasses. It's always a load of fun. Go check them out. Give them likes, leave comments, share them. Like I said, same kind of thing. You can find me on Instagram at thegreatbretsky99. You can find me. I also have a podcast. It is called the Faux Pod. I get it. That is THE space FAUX space POD. Search it on any podcast platform. There you go. There's the latest episode. Honestly, a phenomenal episode with my good friend Kydell Fuller, episode 72. Go check it out on any podcast platform: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Good Pods, anything else, any web browser, Bing, Google, Safari, Firefox, anything like that. Go check it. Chrome, just search the Faux Pod. You can find it on Instagram at thefauxpod.cast. That is at THEFAUXPOD.CAST. On Twitter at thefauxpod_cast. Basically just me bullshitting with my friends. I'm actually working on changing the podcast description over the next couple of days, but essentially, just talking about some current events, a lot of focus on advice now and going into the future, like life advice, college advice, social advice, networking advice, and all sorts of advice, depending on the person. You get to learn something new about something you already know. You can learn about an entirely new human being, and you can actually get an inside look into the future of a lot of different industries. You can get to say that you heard of this person before they were famous on the faux pod. It's kind of the goal now, and you can get some really cool takeaways, get some really cool insights on the things you might not have thought of before, or maybe get some new insights that you might not have considered before on different things you might have already had opinions on. Mangria's been on it. Ceizar's been on it twice. Go check it out. Go check all through the archives. That's 72 episodes, 7 minisodes. Go check it out. It's a load of fun, in my opinion. So go check it out.
Ceizar.
Dude, I always need a water after I do these fucking shows. Now I know why.
Ceizar, your plugs, sir.
You know where to find me, Julius_Ceizar, spelled that way above my head. It's all about memes, good times, and a lot of drink. Stories always full of ignorant shit that I find funny on Instagram or the old TikTok. Tomorrow's going to be filled with gambling, liquor, and while I'm out of state. Oh, that fucking gross pay one was funny as shit. Yeah, like Bretsky said, I've been on his pod giving out advice. Like always, have plan B on deck and eggs to serve them bitches omelets in the morning. Don't want kids. That way you still can make them watch and eat it, because that bitch will try to trap you and take all your money. And that's 18 years. You got to pay some hoe for 15 minutes of fun. Let's be honest. You probably lasted 5 minutes.
15 minutes.
Or unless you were henny drunk. I mean, if you were henny drunk, then you didn't bust. And then, you don't need to feed a bitch omelet in the morning because you were just too drunk to bust. That's just free life advice for your bitch ass right here on Mangria shit.
If you're going to have sex, get henny drunk.
Henny drunk, man, you don't bust. Bitch can't claim it. Yeah, these bitches be scandalous, man. They gonna say it's yours, it ain't yours. You henny drunk dick, man. That shit don't bust. Any dick don't bust. Stay hard. Stay hard. That's my life advice. Run this shit out, Mangria. Say them last words.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your plugs. Check their shit out. As always, thank you, gentlemen, for your time. They've said, check out APPW, of course. That's what I put a lot of work into. Summerfest was very fun to put together. It was awesome. We're coming back next week. Dynamite. Lots of new feuds starting. It's gonna be cool. I can't wait to show you guys what's in store for the future. Thank you for watching this, all 5 of you. And until
and Aunt Donna. Shout out Aunt Donna.
Aunt Donna, yes.
Shout out Aunt Donna. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And of course, as always, all hail our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Unless you're Jewish like me, or you can worship the new Jesus Christ, John Carlos Stanton.
Jesus Christ. Fuck Cynic spoilers.
Yeah, fuck Cynic. And JH.
And
Jones.